Krishna consciousness, our connection with the Supreme. When we go through life and we see there are a lot of troubles, lot of difficulties, there are diseases, birth, old age, diseases, and death. Fourfold problems. What is the problem? Our real problem? You have some problems as students or working people, and we as brahmacharis have some different problem. He is a brahmachari in Tenali, I am brahmachari in Pune. So we have different problems. Tenali problems are different in brahmachari. Pune problems are different. So all of us have problems, but they are all different. They don't match. The real problem is three things. The problem is common to all. They have. Everyone has. That is one. Second, nobody wants it because it's a problem. Who wants problems? Nobody wants. And third, nobody can avoid it. So this is the definition, three definitions, three factors, components of a real problem. Common to all, nobody wants it, everybody gets it. And there are four problems: birth, old age, diseases, and death, which are for shared. Apart from that, there are adibhautik, adhyatmic, adibhautik, adidaivic creation, which is caused by our own body and mind, which is caused by other living entities, and which is caused by supernatural powers. In order to get rid of them, one tries in materialistic way. If there are diseases, we may go to doctor. If mental problems, then one may go to a psychiatrist. And if it is too hot, we may switch on fans, AC. It's too cold, we may have heater for taking bath, geysers. All these things, but still the problems continue. For lifetimes after lifetimes, one suffers. Then very rarely some intelligent person comes to conclusion that there seems to be some higher reality. This is not the world where I can be happy. And such a person searches for higher reality of life, basically about God, something about God. He may not know clearly what it is, who he is, what I am supposed to do. But such a person, when he comes to this path of transcendence, spiritual path, and there are four ways connecting with God is called as yoga. Comes from Sanskrit root word yuj. Yuj means to connect. To connect with the Lord. If we connect with the act through the activities, it is called as karma yoga. If we connect through jnana, it is called as jnana yoga. Connect through dhyan yoga. Connect through bhakti, devotion, bhakti yoga. Of which bhakti yoga is considered topmost. And that same bhakti yoga, Prabhupada gave the word Krishna consciousness. What is bhakti? Bhakti means, or Sanatana Dharma, the eternal living entities, eternal relationship with the eternal Lord in the eternal sky is called as eternal occupational duty, Sanatana Dharma. And that is nothing but bhakti. And that bhakti can be done in 9 different ways. As Prahlad Maharaj says, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Arjanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishnus Bhaktischedavalakshanam Priyata Bhagavati Adham Tanmanye Adhikam Uttamam. That one can hear about the Lord, but Lord Vishnu, not demigods. We cannot be doing bhakti to demigods. We can do puja of demigods. Today Shivratri. So Shiv puja can be done, Durga puja can be done, Ganesh puja can be done, Indra puja can be done, Brahma puja can be done. Puja can be done, but not bhakti. Bhakti is eternal. All these demigods, 33 crore in number, they are temporary. Like Brahma. How many of you know how long Brahma lives? Raise your hand. Like human beings, average lifespan is 70, 80 years, average, like that. So how long Brahma lives? 700 years, 7,000 years, 70,000 years, 7 lakh years. Who knows? Raise your hand. Brahma lives for 3, 1, 1, 311 trillion years and 12 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is lifespan of a Brahma. सहस्रयुग पर्यंतम अहर्यद ब्रह्मणो विदुः रात्रियुग सहस्रांतम देहो रात्रियुगो जनः. Bhagavad Gita Krishna is telling lifespan of Brahma. But after that he has to give up body. He lives long, but then he has to also die. So they are not eternal, permanent. That's why bhakti cannot be done to any demigod. Bhakti can be done for permanent eternal Lord only. It's an eternal relationship of the eternal Jiva with the eternal Lord in the eternal sky. is called as bhakti. Whereas Swargalok is temporary. Tetam bhuktva Swargalokam Vishalam Shune Punya Martalokam Vishanti. Those who perform pious activities, materialistic pious activities, they are elevated to heavenly planets in the realm, in the abodes of demigods. But as their material pious credits are exhausted, Shine Punya Martalokam Vishanti. They fall down in this material. Again, they have to come. Just like company gives you some 15 days of vacation and gives a free ticket to London, flight with your family for 15 days and books nice hotel also there, food stuff, everything is free. But then after 15 days get over, you have to come back. They gave you only with return journey ticket. First day you are very happy, I am going to London, sit in the plane. Yeah, but return journey ticket is there. After 15 days, you have to return also. You cannot permanently stay there. Similarly, Swargalok, nobody can stay permanently. Demigods included, they also cannot stay. They also have to leave Swargalok. Swargalok also ends up with Pralaya. Swargalok will also stay. But Lord's eternal abode never gets vanquished. परस्तस्मात् तु भाव्यान्नो अव्यक्तो अव्यक्ता सनातन यस्य सर्वेषु भूतेषु नश्यसु न विनश्यति. Beyond this material world, there is another world, spiritual Krishna says. When everything in this material world is finished, that world is never finished. That is eternal. It always remains as it is. So that world we are from, and we are also eternal. But we have got this body, human body, which is temporary. As we are born with birth, death, which all of us know, and we are very eager to celebrate our birthday whenever it is. 364 days of the year we are waiting for that one day, 65th day, our birthday. But we are so happy about birthday celebration. What about our death day? See, here is birth, here is death. So our journey is from birth to death. Yes or no? Everybody will die. 2099. How many of you will be alive? Raise your hand. 2099. 75 years later. If you are 20 years now, in 2099, you will be 95 years old. Will you be alive? Mostly not. Means we pray that you live for 108 years, but very difficult. Average lifespan is 70, 80. Sometimes we may live 85, 90 years, but many people die before also 50, 60, all that. So we will not be there. So from birth to death, we are progressing towards what? Not towards death. Like if I am going from Tenali to Delhi, what should I be more concerned about? About my stay in Delhi, my accommodation, my foodstuffs, and some other meetings I have, people to meet. All that should be focused, isn't it? Yes or not? Or should I be wondering, hey, hell with that Delhi appointment? The Tenali, I forgot my ball pen. What to do now? That you don't worry. That ball pen you can purchase in Delhi. In train also you will get all many varieties of ball pens. The vendors come, you can purchase. You have to think more of Delhi because you are going towards Delhi. So likewise, our journey from birth to death, we should be more concerned about how to celebrate our death. Who is concerned about celebrating death? People are saying, hey, don't speak about death. Shub shub bol. Speak auspicious word. Don't speak about death. No. No. Death is also a celebration. Birth is a celebration. Death is also celebration. So how to celebrate? Must know when is the death date. Birth date we know. So how many know death date? Nobody knows. You can come anytime. So be prepared. In the colleges, there are sometimes surprise tests. Have you got that type here? There, NID, IIT, I think there are surprise tests. Teacher will come and say, okay, now we are having test. What, sir? You did not tell yesterday? No. It's a surprise test. Like that, death is also surprise celebration. You have to be ever ready, always ready. Anytime Yamadutas come and say, today is your death day. Okay, thank you, very good. I'm already prepared. I'll chant immediately. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. And to kill me, kill. I continuously chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Kill me whenever you want. I can never be killed anyway. Body you can take away. That's it. So that kind of confidence we have to have for facing death. If you don't have that confidence, then what is the use? You are coward number one. You are darfo. You are timid. You are not bold. You are not daring. If you are not ready for death, so you have to be ready. That is what is the call, clearing call. for all of us. Be prepared. Be prepared for that. Just like exam also. If you are not prepared for your exam, whatever degree course you are going through, then you are not intelligent boy. You are a duffer. You are a dullard. Intelligent boys are ready. Yes, sir. When exam? Tomorrow? After 5 days? Ready. So, like that, they are the intelligent students. So, like that, we should be intelligent human beings who are ever prepared for death. And for that, death is the examination, but life is the preparation. Just like semester end is the examination period, but life of the semester is preparation period. Go to college, attend classes, go to laboratory, and homework, classwork, like that, and be prepared. Anytime the exam will come at the end of the semester. There it is at the end of the semester. In human, there is not like at the end of life, at the age of 70. No, no guarantee. You can die at the age of 30, 35, 20, 19, any age also. So one should be ever prepared. And how to prepare? Preparing through Krishna consciousness. 9 things I told. Hearing about the Lord, Shravanam, speaking about the Lord, remembering the Lord, and then doing physical services to the Lord. At the end of this class, you can roll these mats, uphold these mats. You can serve prasadam. If you come before the program, you can assist in cooking also. You can help in sabji purchase. So many ways are there. They are all physical services. They all fall in the category of Pada Sevna. These are easier to perform. Lakshmi is the ideal for that Acharya. Pada Sevanam. Archanam, worshipping the Lord. That Prutu Maharaj did it. In Vandanam, offering prayers, Akruji did it. Acting as the servant of the Lord, as did Hanumanji. Acting as the friend of the Lord, as was Arjun. And offering everything to the Lord, as was done by Bali Maharaj. So these are the 9 different ways we can practice bhakti, which is easiest. Anybody, anytime can practice this. Karma Yoga, it will take many lifetimes and thousands of lifetimes. So who has that much time? Who is ready to do that? Then Karma Jnana Yoga, for that also you have to study and speculate from the scriptures. That also is long time consuming. Dhyana Yoga, that the most difficult. Arjun said impossible. I just can't do it. Sorry. Arjun flatly refused. And this he refused in Dwapar Yuga, when the age was much better, everything was purer than Kali Yuga. So now who can think of performing, practicing Dhyan Yoga, meditation? So Bhakti Yoga is easiest. Susukham kartum ape. Raja Vidya Raja Bhuryam Pavitramidam Uttamam Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmam Susukham kartum ape. Krishna says to Arjuna, this is king of all knowledge, Raja Guhyam. It is called most confidential secret also. Pavitram, very pure. Idam Uttamam, topmost. Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam. And you can get direct experience. Just like I can give you 10 minutes description of Gulab Jamun. You know, gulab jamun is generally reddish, somewhat brownish. Many times it is kala also, black. Then it is called kala jamun, and it is very juicy. You press it anywhere, sugar syrup will come, and you put it in the mouth. You'll have such a nice sensation. And it's a round ball, this, that. So many things can be described. But my lecture, you may get some idea theoretical. But if I give you one gulab jamun and you put it in the mouth, you'll say, sir, no need to speak. I understood. My only question to you is don't speak. Tell me whether I can get second gulab jamun or if possible 5-10 gulab jamuns. I want to take that. You like that. So thus what? Yeah, thank you. Haribol. Haribol. Name, what is the name? Gyanaksh Yogaksh. Hari Hari. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. May Krishna bless you. Haribol. So is it upward or unupward? So, what I was telling? Bhakti Yoga. 9 processes of devotional service. So, these are very easy. Susukam Kartum Abhyam. Anybody, anytime, easily can practice. It's like dancing. And children also dance, chanting, singing. Everybody likes. Isn't it? For that matter, sometimes we see animals also participating. They are also dancing. They also participate in our street Sankirtan. They also walk all the way for several kilometers also. The record has shown that. So how easy it is. Animals can participate. Pashu Pakhi Jhure Pashada Vidare Shunijara Gunagatha. So Lochandas Thakur says that by hearing the merciful nature of Gaur and Nitai, Gaurang Mahaprabhu Nityam, even Pashu Pakhi, the animals and birds, Jhure, they are crying tears. Pashana Vidare, even stone melts. People who are hard-hearted, very sinful, cruel, murderers, when they practice bhakti, their hearts also melt. Bhakti is very powerful. Nothing as powerful as bhakti. Pashana Vidare Sunijara Gunagata, hearing the glories of God Nitya. So Sukham Kartu Hamil. So it's very easy. And it is easy, and this day and age, Kali Yuga, where everything else fails, we are short lived. प्रायण अल्पायुष्यसभ्यः खलु अस्मिन् युगे जनः मन्दस्वमन्दमतयो मन्दभाग्या हि उपद्रतः. This is 10th verse of the first canto, first chapter. So there, Vyasdev is telling us, prayana alpayushasabhya. We are all short-lived. How many years we live? 80, 85, 90. And then also, if you are living so long, what do you think? After 70 age, how much will be physical strength? So all of you are in the range of 18 to 20, 23, whatever. How much strength you have? You have a lot of strength. At the age of 18, you will have this strength. Can you lift this table? Can you lift this Vyasasana? Now if I tell you lift Vyasasana, maybe one of you can lift up, maybe two people. Like that. But if this has to be lifted by old people, even 5, 6 old people will have difficulty. This must be very heavy, na? 5, 6 old people also, Baba, will give you money, you arrange some workers, they will lift, we cannot lift. If we lift, we will be uplifted from this body. We'll have to give up this body. So, strength is very less. That's what Prahlad Maharaj also says. First 20 years of life go in ignorance. As children, we don't know what to do, what to eat, and all that. And then next 10 years also go in sports. All of us were into sports. Balyavastha, Krida Sakta. We're very attached to playing sports, football, cricket, tops and kites, and all those varieties of sports. So time goes in that. And last 20 also, years go in invalidity. Body will not have enough strength. Eyes cannot see. If you come in front of Jagannath, where is my spectacle? Oh, I forgot that. I am not able to see. I see only white, yellow, black. 3 spots. But I can't see Jagannath because eyesight is weak. In the teeth, prasad is given. Some hard laddu, if I eat it, teeth will go out. Laddu will not be broken, my teeth will be broken. So sorry, I cannot take this laddu, distribute it to youngsters. Ears cannot hear properly. Swami, थोड़ा जोर से बोलिए जी. So नहीं दे रहा, can't hear. You are hard of hearing. So there is nothing left in the body. In our Maharashtra, they say Marathi language. The old man comes, 70, 80 years. Oh Lord, now all I am yours. Take it. The Lord will say, what nonsense. What is there in it? He saying, take me. There is nothing remaining. In your mouth, there are no teeth. In your eyes, there is no sight. In your ears, there is no hearing ability. In your body, there is no strength. In your pocket, there is no money. Your children have taken all the money. And you have gone. Oh Lord, I am yours. What yours? You are just a burden. So, and if he, without teeth, if he chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, how will he chant? In Marathi, it's very appealing. Ale Kutna, Ale Ale, Ale Yam, Ale Ale. He cannot say Hare, it will become Ale. Ale means came in Marathi. This is very appealing in Marathi. Ale Kutna, where from they came? Ale Kutna, Ale. Where from they came? Where from they came? They came from where? And who came? Ale Yam, Ale. The Yamdutas or Yamaraj. Hey, where from Yamaraj came? Yamaraj came. So that's right. Teeth are not like our children, small children, they don't have teeth. How will they say? Ale Krishna Prabhuji. They cannot say Prabhuji. They say Prabhuji. Because teeth are not there. So in old age also when teeth are not there, what will the pronunciation of Hare Krishna Mantra? There is no strength. So that's why in youthful days are the best. As I said, first 10 years we are ignorant. Next 10 years, age 11 to 20, also sports, this, that. Many times it's a career period also for those who are in the modern day scenario. You have to get high rank in 12th class because that will decide future whether you go for arts, science, or commerce. And that is at 10th. 10th will decide whether physics, whether arts, science, commerce. In 12th, what is next? Which degree course you will go for? Whether you go for medicines, you will go for engineering, you will go for law, you will go for something else. So that all depends in 12th class. So this period till then it's little difficult. But then after that, it's like youthful days, teenager. Teenager is over, youthful now, 18 onwards. So now this is the period for devotional practices. As we discussed last 20 years also, we won't be having that strength in the body, isn't it? There will not be any strength. So that's why this is the period from the age 18, you can say till 58, 60, 70. More you practice, more you will remain young also by God's grace, by Krishna's grace. Because Krishna is always young. Nitya Navanavayaman. He is very youthful. Every moment is very. Krishna grows. Krishna appears in this world and he grows. He's 1 day old, 2 days old, 3 days old, 5 days, 6 days old, he killed Putana. When he became 3 months old, he killed Shaktasur. 1 year old, he killed Tirunavar. And then he grows, then he's 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Sweet 16. So he remains 16 years old only. That is called as Kaishor Avastha, Kishore. And other is called as Kishori, Kishori. So they remain forever of that. They don't even become youthful. They remain Kishore only for that matter. Very beautiful, cute, beautiful boy and girl, Radha and Krishna. So he is always young. More you chant holy name, more you take prasadam, more you practice bhakti, you will also remain youthful. This is secret of how to remain youthful throughout life. You don't have to go to gym, don't have to eat almonds and cashew nuts. That is all secondary. You just practice bhakti, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You remain in touch with the divine couple, Radha Krishna. They are always youthful. Jaisa Sam, Vaisa Ram. The kind of association you have, you become accordingly. So if you are associating with young couple, Radha and Krishna, you will always remain young. You will not grow old. With days, months, years passing by, your strength will not decrease. Your strength will increase. With spiritual strength increasing, your every other strength will also increase. That doesn't mean that you are 70-year-old devotee. You will be able to lift this Vasasan. But you will be so matured, so advanced. If you want this Vasasan to be lifted, you tell some devotees, could you please lift? 100 devotees will come running. Prabhuji, we want to lift. No, 100 are not required. 2, 3 are required. That's it. So if you see Prabhupada, he got so many youngsters assisting. Why? Because he was very youthful. He had spiritual strength. That's why all material strength came. He was so old, but he could open 108 temples in just 12 years. On an average, in 1.5 months, one temple. Very difficult. In 1.5 months, we can hardly have some construction, isn't it? Those who are in construction line, they know sometimes to get one washroom or toilet built, that also takes, because in India, labor and all, they will not come also. One day they will work and so 5 days holidays. Why? Diwali is there. Then again one day they will work and then again 10 days holidays. So it takes long time. But Prabhupada could do it. So much money came. Prabhupada carried 40 rupees, never converted into American dollars and never used it. But so many crores and crores of rupees came. Now each ISKCON temple means few hundred crores. 100 crore rupees, 200 crore, 300, DOE 600 crore. So much money came. So much intelligence came. All kinds of powers now. If you have spiritual power, you have all powers with you. Just like 500 rupees I have, note. Then I have 5 rupees, I have 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 200 rupees. I have everything in that 500 rupees note. So like that. So this is the period from the age of 18 you can say. Because till 18 I said it's a career thing and all that. Once you get into your career, whatever it is, degree, college, then it is very easy. 3-4 years, whatever engineering, law, medicines, then you can do that. And this is very right period, right time. Your intelligence is very sharp. You can discriminate, you can understand, you can grasp, you can memorize slokas, you can dance enthusiastically, you can learn cooking, you can learn subject cutting, you can learn n number of things. You can preach, you can distribute books, you can dance, what not you can do. You see, many of our brahmacharis, they were introduced to Krishna consciousness in their youthful days. When they were hardly 17, 18, 19 years old. When I was introduced in January 96, I was 17 years and 9 months old. So not even touched 18. But it was very fortunate condition. I was just in first year, second semester of engineering. And it was rightful, very nice time. And engineering is also logical, mathematical intelligence. So we don't have to cram like in medicines. It was very appropriate and we could pick up. And then we start. Now I am 49 years old. 30 years are over in ISKCON. But people look at me, they'll say, आप तो ऐसे 25-30 साल के लगते हैं. नहीं, 25-30 साल नहीं. 25-30 years I'm in ISKCON. 30 years I'm in ISKCON only. So that all is possible when we come young and we can have so much energy. How we used to dance and do so many services. Amazing. We could do n number of services because time was there. As engineers, we had a lot of time. It is just, as I said, it requires little logical mathematical intelligence. It doesn't require some lot of cramming, etc. So then we can do so much, so much. That's what Prabhupada also was introduced when he was hardly 26 years old. And that was the right time. But Prabhupada said one thing. When he made Bhakti Siddhanta Sarada Thakur, he might have heard in 1922 first visit, he was convinced, what a wonderful saintly person. And I want to follow him. If only I was not married, I would have immediately joined as a brahmachari. Immediately. But then he was married according to Vedic rules. Once you are married, you have to take care of your wife, children, and all that. So Prabhupada felt, oh, little before I should have met. So our His Grace Acharya Ratna Prabhu says, the Kolkata temple president, he says, what fortune Prabhupada did not have, we have. Because we met devotees before marriage. So you can say, no marriage. I will marry only with Krishna, with my husband, he's my lover. That's it. And then no complications. No need to take care of wife, no need to work, no need of house, no need of take care of children, and number relatives, her brothers, wives, sisters, somebody. That marriage is there, their birthday is there. No complication. Simple life and just straightforward, giving more and more energy to Krishna. So this is the best. Youthful days, lot of energy as I said. So one should utilize it by all means. Let's imagine on your birthday, whichever the day, somebody comes and offers you a wilted flower, rose flower, it's all wilted, dried up. As he gives Hare Krishna, 5-10 petals fall down. It's all dried up like that. And then as you take in the hand, because of the shaking, jerking motion, again 5-10 petals fall down. And what is remaining is that thing, stem, and on that little bit that inner portion. You understand? All petals are fallen down. How will you feel? Somebody gives you, happy birthday, sir. Oh, happy birthday. This rose is not happy. It's a miserable rose. And you are also miserable. He would have taken fresh rose and given me. So in the old age, if you go to Krishna and say, I am yours, Krishna will say, what is there in you? You are saying, I am yours. But nothing is yours now in this body. Neither vision, strength, ability, intelligence, memory, nothing is remaining with you. That you used it in the service of illusory energy, external potency. Now you are giving what is not there in your body, what is used. So Krishna wants us to be fresh. You can see, yeah, we can learn also so many things in youthful days. Children are sent to school at the age of 6, 7, 10. They can grasp a lot. Once there was an examination conducted, some 20-30 pages, some kind of syllabus was designed, and that was given to one father who was 40 years old and 10-year-old, around 10, 12-year-old daughter. Both of them were given same 30 pages around. Said study after 5 days exam. They studied both of them. They gave exam. The daughter scored very nicely. Father failed. Why? Because he has become little old. When in youthful days, your grasping power is very high. Children cram slokas like anything. But as you grow old, it becomes difficult. So that's why it is very much advised that one takes to bhakti in young days only. And ISKCON, you can see so many youngsters. This is very phenomenal. There is no spiritual organization on planet Earth wherein so many youth are there. No one. So many other organizations are there, but they don't have so many youth. They have oldies, old men, women, widows. They are there, they ring the bell, they come, offer some flower. That's fine, but youngsters are not there. Same reason when Prabhupada was in the West, churches were empty, nobody's coming, and popes and all they were meeting. Prabhupada, Swamiji, nobody comes. Prabhupada said, because you are not presenting the science proper. You give your churches to us, and they were saying, okay, fine, nobody comes here, only pigeons come and birds dropping are there. Better you take it and give us some money. And ISKCON paid less money, they were ready to sell. And we got the churches, huge churches, and we converted them into temples. Radha Krishna deities, Advaita deities, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. And lectures started. So many classes, learning, education. So many young boys and girls started flocking. It was like overcrowded. Dancing, kirtan, prasadam, services, so much dynamism there. And the popes and others, Christians, they wanted her. When we were running the churches, nobody was coming. And Swamiji took over. Now so many are coming, hundreds, and that too young boys. What is the secret? Prabhupada said, because I am presenting Krishna as he is. You did not present God as he is. You only said God is there in the sky, with a long beard, white beard, because he's an old man. And he has a stick in the hand. Any wrong thing you do, he will beat you. You will have suffering in your life. And you will be put to hell, eternal damnation. So this is not the Vedic teaching at all. Vedas, it is never like you are damned, eternally you are doomed. No, you can always come out. In fact, we have this Shraddha ceremony, Pindadan, etc. 13th day we have Dasera, the Daswa and all that. What is that? The soul is gone. He might have been very sinful, but his son can do some rituals by which the soul can get proper body, soul can get better destination. He can move forward on his journey. So like that is the Vedic culture, very rich, and it should be accepted in youthful days. Just like now, let's say we are dancing Kirtan. So if old people are there, 60, 70, 80 year old, what will they do? Immediately they will go to the back side, to the wall side. But if we go in the middle, we will become chutney. Crushed. So they are scared. But youngsters, they are so much energetic. So thus, one should take to bhakti in the youthful days. Everything is appropriate. This is the time. If we don't take now, then afterwards, what will be there? It is said like a green bamboo and yellow bamboo. That means young bamboo stick and old bamboo stick. Young bamboo stick, if you take green one, if you want to make basket, you want to make some furniture, it's very easy. It bends. You bend it, it will bend. It will be like this. But old bamboo, you take yellow, you do it like this, and it will break because it doesn't have that elasticity. That's why scriptures recommend taking to bhakti in the youthful day. And we have so many examples in the scriptures. Prahlad was only 5 years old. In fact, he became devotee in the womb of his mother. He says, Kaumara acharit pragyo, dharman bhagvataniha, durlabham manusham janma, tadapi hadruvam arpuna. One should start practicing bhakti from the age of 5. Kaumara, Kumaravastha. But when did he start practicing his bhakti? Minus 5 months. That means he was in the womb of the mother. Na? Calculation of age begins after you take birth. 24 hours later, the delivery. Then child is called as 1 day old child. But he is in the womb of his mother. So something like minus 5 months. And from that time he is the devotee, great devotee of the Dhruva was a small boy, 5 years old. And he took to bhakti under the guidance of Narad Muni. He was only 5.5 years old, he saw the Supreme Lord. See, because he was very small, his bhakti of 6 months pleased the Lord so much that Lord appeared. Lord Pushtigarbha appeared to him in Madhuvan, in Mathura region, and gave him blessing. Blessed him that he will rule over the planet Earth for 36,000 years. Why Lord came so quickly? 6 months. So many sages are there. They are performing austerities for so long, severe austerities. Vishwamitra performed, Vishwamitra Muni performed austerities for hundreds of years. Similarly, Sombari Muni, so many Munis, hundreds and thousands of years, many times lifetimes it takes. How Dhruva could get the mercy of the Lord in just 6 months? Because he was very young. At such tender age, when he practiced bhakti with such severe austerities, it pleased the Lord the most. And second reason being, Narad Muni was his guru. Narad Muni, powerful guru. Similarly, Prahlad also. Why he got so many blessings? This is such a small, tender boy. But though his father tried to kill him, he did not get ever disturbed. He practiced his bhakti. That's why Lord Nrsimhadev came. Parikshit Maharaj, he was also young. Then Bharat Maharaj, he was also young. They all practiced bhakti from their childhood only. And they fully surrendered to the Lord in their youthful days also. So this is glorious path. And it can be practiced by anyone, everyone, at any time. And more you practice, more easier it becomes. When I was in college days, second semester, it was a March or April month. So the devotees who were doing my follow, some youth who were senior to me from another college, PICT, Pune Institute of Computer Technology. So they came to my hostel room and they said, "So Prabhu, what is your plan for next semester? Are you going to continue in the hostel?" I said, "No, I will not stay in hostel. Here a lot of problems are there, a lot of restrictions. So I will take a room outside." They say, "Have you seen?" "Yeah, I have seen one room with cot 300 rupees, without cot 250 rupees per month rent. So I will go for without cot 250. I was stingy also, confused, so did not want to spend more money. So I said, I will stay there. And they said, "What about your food? Where will you take food?" I said, "There's some Jain mess, I will take some food there." They said, "So how much you will pay, have to pay there?" I said, "There may be 350 rupees per month." This is 1996. So they said, "In a month, 600 rupees, eating and accommodation." I said, "Yes." So they said, "You can give the same amount to us in our youth center and you can shift to our youth center." So they checkmated me. I was saying, "Oi." And I was not knowing this. Suddenly they said, they're my senior. Then I thought, I cannot say yes immediately. And I cannot say no also because I'm grateful to them. I said, I will take 2 3 days. I'll take him 2 3 days. They said, "Okay, no problem." So they went and I was alone in the hostel. Bharati Vidyavits College of Engineering hostel, room number 211. This is month I don't remember, April or May, whatever the month of 1996. So I thought, these people are very serious boys. That Radhesham Das comes here every Thursday evening. And these boys are very serious. They all chant 16 rounds, and I chant only one round daily. And they get up in the morning. I used to get up at 6 o'clock in the hostel. And they would get up that time 4:30, 5 o'clock before me. It's before 6 o'clock. And they are very serious. They do follow also of the boys. And they are all final year boys. Two boys were there, they're final year, others passed out also. And I'm first year boy going to enter in second year of engineering. So I'll be very young. They're all pass outs and final year boys. Two boys final year, all other pass out. Five, two, three, five, passed out. So too much gap. There is no boy third year, no boy from second year. And final year only two boys, they are senior boys. Like Prabhu, Krishna Kishore Prabhu. So then I thought, what to do? Should I shift with these boys or not in their youth center? I'm only 18 years old. Mm, I have to take up bhakti. I have to surrender to God. And the way is only bhakti only, all this Ramanam Kirtan. So if I take it seriously in the old days, when I become 50, 60 year old, first of all, there will not be any body strength. And also I'll have so many other things to do, wife, children, and so many other social responsibilities. It will not be so easy to extricate myself from all these responsible situations and directly fully surrender to God. And even if I want to, there will be hardly any eyesight, hearing or power. That will be all less and a lot of complication. And it will be most difficult to practice that time. 16 rounds daily, getting up early in the morning, 4 o'clock. This will be all very difficult at the age of 50, 60, 70. But now if I take, it will be very easy. Getting up because I have youthful energy. I'm only 18 years old. And I have a lot of strength, I have intelligence, and I can do 16 rounds, I can dance, I can take prasad, all that. And whether now I surrender to Krishna or later phase of life, in old age I surrender to Krishna, both the time it will be difficult. Hmm. Surrender to Krishna will be difficult. But now if I surrender, I get some time. Even if it is difficult, I can practice with the guidance in a better way and all that. And I have time. Even if not at the age of 25, 30, at the age of 40, 50, I will be able to practice better. I will be purer then. So let me surrender now itself. I'm going to shift in the youth center. And I told him, yes, I'm coming. And I shifted. I was the only second year boy. Two boys, nobody in third year, nobody in second year. I'm the only second year boy. Nobody in third year. And final year, two boys from different college, not from my college. Nobody from my college. I'm the only one in the youth center. And three, four boys who passed out. Of that, only two remained, and others for jobs went here and there. So it was very helpful because I was quite young. I got a lot of oxygen of Radhesham Prabhu. I could take him on the bike to temple and then do a lot of services because I was very young. I was a small age. So my seniors would tell, okay, you sir Radhesham. So I got very close to him. Did lot of services. Eventually, after becoming brahmachari, I became his personal secretary also. And then it was very amazing period. So thus, if you surrender in the young days, you will benefit and you will get long time, isn't it? Just like if you start preparing for the exam from almost the beginning of the semester, you can prepare very nice. Now imagine the exam is after 1 week and you are starting preparation. It will be little difficult because in 1 week, so many subjects, so many chapters, so much syllabus to cover. You will cover, but it will be little weak preparation. But if you start from day one of the semester, nothing like that. So one has to be intelligent. You got a durudrishti, far-sightedness. Should be able to see. Essentially, I am spiritual. I am not material. So I will never die, and I will suffer in this world as long as I don't surrender to Krishna. Surrender to Krishna is must, and it will be easier, and it will be. I will be getting more time if I surrender now. So now I want to surrender. Now, be in the present tense and now, and it will be very easy then. So we request you all to take to Bhakti Path now on 15th of February 2026, almost 6 p.m. So take to Bhakti now. Don't think, no, tomorrow, 16th of February, 6 p.m. I will surrender. No, we don't know. Means we know 16th February will be there tomorrow, but whether you will be there or not, that's what we don't know. Some of the boys in our youth forum, they wanted to become brahmacharis. But the condition is they have to give some money to parents. So Radhesham Guru had put many conditions. Those who are IITians, they should give at least 5 lakhs rupees to parents. Those who are NITians, minimum 3 lakhs. This is old data I am telling you. Now it will be more. This is 15, 20 years back. So then what happens? You have to earn money. Every month you will get salary. In those years, 25, 30,000 rupees. And you are expected to give some money for youth preaching also. Some part of it. You are earning 25, 30,000 rupees per month. So give 2, 3, 5, 10,000 rupees for easy it is called. I don't know what is the long form, but easy membership. So basically, huh? Enlightened, aimless, suffering youth. EASY. Enlightened, aimless, suffering youth. Easy. Though it is little difficult. You have to give your money. The scheme is easy, but giving money is difficult. But anyway, those who were in charge of that department, they were mostly brahmachari. They made it very easy. Their youth preaching by that scheme. But the boys who were working, so then some of the boys who wanted to be brahmacharis, they asked Radhesham Prabhu, now we are earning whatever 25, 30,000 rupees per month. And if we give 5,000 rupees per month to youth forum or youth preaching, then we'll have to work more to be able to reach that target of 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, which we want to give to parents and then join as brahmachari. So is it okay if we skip this giving money? We'll not give money to youth forum. That way saving will be more and very quickly we'll join as brahmacharis. Is that okay? Raishnabu said no. No. And they were shocked. Why, Prabhuji? What if you die tomorrow? They were shocked, Prabhu. We are young. We are 25, 30 year old, 25, 26 year old. What is this? So says there is no guarantee of life. You are not paying 1 rupee also to temple, easy scheme, and you are saving all the money, and suddenly you die. You don't earn 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, giving to parents, you join. You don't have that, doesn't happen, you die. and you don't give anything to temple. At least if you give to temple and it is helpful for you preaching, and you die, at least that money donation that you gave, that will help you to have better destination. Next life you will have spiritual practices in devotee family or something like that. Otherwise, neither this nor that. So you cannot keep giving easy. You must give. So that's a yes. Agreed. Accepted. Acceptable. Like, so that is true. Who knows? Who knows future? Is there any guarantee? My spiritual master influence Radhanaswami Maharaj was telling, at least Ambrish Maharaj, sorry, this Parikshit Maharaj is very clear that he will die only on the seventh day. Not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow, not the third day, fourth day, no. Seventh day only. It was confirmed. But how many of us have guarantee that we will live for 7 days? Whether 7 hours also we will live or not, nobody knows. Suddenly something may happen and we may just collapse. People take you to hospital. Doctor says, "Arey, what is this? Half an hour before only you died." Oh, half an hour before. He was there on Vyasasana. There only Prabhu had your body. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, okay. So like that. So there is no guarantee of life. But if we practice bhakti, नेहा विक्रमणा शोस्ति प्रत्यवायन विद्यते स्वल्पमपि अस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महत्वः. It will save you from greatest calamity, greatest danger. If you take to bhakti now, now is the time. They say in English, make hay when sun shines. Hay means dry grass. We have grass which is wet little bit. So in rainy season, sometimes there is sunlight, some other times there is heavy rains. So if you put that grass for drying outside on the street, then what will happen? Suddenly rains will start and all the grass will become wet. And you cannot use it for fuel, for cooking, etc. purposes. Water heating, etc. You cannot use because it is wet now. So you have to see when sun shines. When sun is shining, you have to put that grass, get it dried, and use it as fuel. So similarly, youthful days are the best days. When you have so much energy, intelligence, all that. So now if you surrender, Krishna will reciprocate like anything. Ye tamam prapadyante, tam stateva prajabhyam. Krishna said, as you surrender, accordingly I reciprocate. So just like I tell Krishna, if you say in old age, oh my Lord, I'm 80 years old. Please accept me. God will say, what is this? Tomorrow you are going to die. What will you use? One day game. So Lord will not be pleased. But now is the time. So think and take it up. You can read proper books, Gita, Bhagavad, and know what is the science of Krishna consciousness. And take it up seriously now when there is sunshine. When I was 24 years old, I would feel I have so much power, I can punch on the wall and the wall will break. I never tried. Maybe my fist would have broken. But lot of body physical strength was there when I was 24. So you all also are in that category. 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, whatever. So now if you surrender, it is very easy. Surrender means you can go on with your worldly life or job or studies, but become more serious in Krishna consciousness. Take active role, do physical services, get into preaching, youth preaching, follow, cooking. So many services are there. Unlimited services are there. If you are ready. Okay, I'll end here and see if you have any questions. Any question? Yes.
As you told that earlier that you were joined in the second year of your BTech. So you were convinced by your senior. So as a being, you are part. Don't know whether you are studying in local college or away from your hometown.
Away from hometown. I was in hostel, I said, just to get over 6. Yeah.
You are away from your hometown. So similar, if you are away from the hometown, you need to tell your parents that, mommy, I am changing my hostel to the boys. I'm changing from hostel.
Yeah, I told them.
So how
they came to my youth center also. They met our mentors also. They are very happy. But there is no 7-headed person there. They met my senior who was in final year of computer science, PhD college. And he talked very nicely, gently. So they were very happy.
That one, how were you convinced?
Convinced what? Parents,
coming up the generation, New Year.
if you are convinced, you can convince the whole world. It doesn't take much. Are you convinced? That is the question. Prahlad Maharaj was convinced. Did he convince Hiranyakashipu? Yeah. Till end, Prahlad never surrendered to Hiranyakashipu's orders. He was humble. He touched his lotus feet. Papa, give me blessing. But Papa said, stop Vishnu Bhakti. No, Papa. You should start Vishnu Bhakti. Give up with this Gruhamanda Gopa, dark well of having life. Go to forest, Vrindavan, Hari Mashre, take shelter of Hari. You will be so angry. So, no. So Prahlad was convinced, he convinced Hiranyakashipu and everybody else. You have to be convinced. If you are not convinced, you cannot convince anyone. You cannot convince your mind also. If your intelligence is not convinced, in the chanting time, you cannot convince your mind. Mind will keep wandering here, there, everywhere. Because you are not convinced. Your intelligence is not convinced. You think no, no, no. Krishna consciousness is not that important as much as my career, as much as my job, out there. So then your mind will be wandering all the more. Yes. Any other question? Don't feel shy. Ask. Otherwise, you should just say that, Prabhu, I am surrendering immediately. And immediately after this class is over, I am going to Singapore Prabhu, falling at his lotus feet and saying, Prabhu, please tell me. Karishye vachanam tav. Whatever orders with you, your cooking, you tell, serving, purchase, food distribution, fully ready. Yes. Any thoughts? Any doubt? Please feel free. Nothing? Convinced? Ready to surrender? जब होता है सर अंडर, it is called as surrender. So will your sir be under or ऊपर? Should we end then? Do they have question? Ask your chance. We'll help you to surrender to Vishnu. Yeah. You have question? Yourself. Violet, what do you want? Paint. Yeah. Ask. No?
How many demigods are there?
They say 33 crore. I have not counted because of not having access. And even if access is there, who will count? Like on your head, how many hairs are there? They are not crores, they are only few lakhs. But we don't count. And they are our hair only. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you put a rubber band. These are 500. Another. But scriptures say we agree, accept. There are sometimes groups of, like 49 maruts are only there. So one category only, 49. Then 60,000 Valakhiliyas are there. 60,000. Who is going to count? If 60,000 of them come, they will all travel together. Oh, 1, 2, 60,000. Now AI is there. We can take AI help. But 33 crore are there. Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varun, Ganesh, Brahma, Shiva. These are prominent ones. They are famous. But others' names are not very famous. But they are there. Yes. Any other?
When I do go through service, it's look like neglect service and all. But previously when I was there in college, I was used to do like spend time in thoughts
Spend time.
with YouTube shorts, Instagram, social media, and used to waste time. But I'm but it looks like me, it looks me like I'm wasting, I'm not able to study much. How can we come
Now or that time.
now?
So we should have plan. Those who fail to plan, they plan to fail. How many of your plans are ready? Monday morning till Sunday night. Weekly plan. It should be there on paper, ideally. So morning program we have, we get up, let's say 4 o'clock, 4:30 we take bath and are ready. We start chanting Hare Krishna mantra, then Mangalati, Nasinati, Tulsi Aarti, and then we have Bhagavatam reading clearly. Then something like 8 o'clock, day begins. 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1. Like that up to 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Is everything written? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And 8 to 9, 9 to 10, like that. Okay, Monday 8 to 9 what? Tuesday what? College, this, that. Everything should be well planned. If it is not planned, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So it should be very clear to us. And yes, that time we are wasting time. Now we are investing time in Krishna. So we have to be more effective now, more fruitful, more impactful, because we are now in proper direction. Does that help? Or something more clarifying?
Sometimes I want to balance bhakti and studies, but when I plan to balance, sometimes I burn out like something.
That's why have take help of your counselors, mentors, Silmogul Guru, Mangalam Guru, and some others, maybe some senior students. So take their help and make plan properly. And little bit buffer, little bit margin should also be there. Not like 8:19 to 8:22. For 3 minutes, I will go to washroom. That is not required. So it's cut to cut, that is not required. Some margin should also be kept. So that in case something ad hoc comes, something urgently comes, you should be able to accommodate it. Like you have kept for some other services, and suddenly gas gets over in the cylinder gets over in the kitchen. So half an hour will go getting new cylinder. So that kind of margin adjustment has to be there. So sit with your seniors and make proper plan. And after 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, when you find, oh, this is not properly done, I need to change it. Life is yours. We have conditional duties and constitutional duties. Constitutional duties are about bhakti, chanting, ABCD, taking auspicious of devotees, reading books, chanting Hare Krishna, taking Krishna Prasad, etc. Morning program, preaching, all that. And other is conditional duties related to our body. We have to bathe our body, we have to sleep, we have to eat, and then go to college, job, something like that, social, like that. So both should be balanced properly. There should be time. Best is, as His Grace Radhesham says, morning to Krishna and evening for studies. This is the formula. Very simple for those who are students. Like NITs, IITs, college begins at 8 o'clock generally. So morning 4 o'clock, we get up till 8 o'clock, bhakti, morning program, chanting, Mangalati, class, etc. And then 8 o'clock college, 8 to 5 college, I'm talking about IITs and NITs. And then 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 4 hours, you should study. When I was in NIT Warangal as the head, as the leader over there, so I had told all the boys, 5 o'clock college gets over, don't come to boys, don't come to youth center. Directly go to hostel, they would do follow up of the boys. Second year, third year boys would do follow up, first year boys. So go to hostel, first year hostel, with your boys, 3, 4 boys, call them in one room, and all of you study. First year boys will study first year subjects, their subjects, and you, second year, third year boy, you study your subject, your book, notebook, whatever. You study for 1 hour, something like 5 o'clock college hour, 5:15 to 6:15. 1 hour you study, Monday to Friday. Then 6:15 to 6:30, one round chanting and little discussion, sometimes reading Brahma book and giving some cookies, prasadam. Then 6:45 or something you start from there, come to voice by 7 o'clock. 7 to 7:30 dinner, and then 7:30 to 9. You have 1.5 hour in which you can do half an hour Prabhupada book reading, you can do clothes washing, you can do something else. If you want, you can study more like that. So Monday to Friday, every day 1 hour study. That too in the hostel I had told you. Then Saturday and Sundays are holidays in NITs and IITs. So Saturday morning program I would give class, long class till 9 o'clock. 9 to 9:30 breakfast prasadam. 9:30 to 10 wind up. 10 to 1 all boys have to come in temple hall, spread mats and study there with their college books. 3 hours studies. Those boys who were preferring or comfortable with tables and chair, plastic chair, and small tables. They would bring table also and chair also to temple hall. And we would open the altar. In front of the altar, all boys would study 10 to 1. And I would sit with them, I would study Prabhupada books. I am also a student. So I am studying Prabhupada books. And then 1 to 2, Prasadam, wind up. Then 2 to 5 again. So 3 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours. Similarly on Sunday also. 3, 3, 6. 6 and 6, 12 and plus 5. 17 hours of studies every week for all the boys. Final year boys said, no, Prabhu, this is too much, not required. Then I said, all of you meet, sit together, decide, tell me how many hours you will study per week. They said, Prabhu, we are having only project. We don't have any academic subject. So for us, 6 hours per week is enough. I said, okay, 6 hours you have to study minimum. But that is only for you, final year boys. All second year, third year boys, 17 hours they have to study. Compulsory. And many would study more, 25 hours, 30 hours, 33 hours. And they scored like anything. Our one Manish Sharma Prabhu, he became Mukharvinda Prabhu, initiated disciple of His Grace Vaishishika Prabhu. He's in the US now, San Jose. So he was 22nd rank in the first year of computer science of NIT Warangal. He was in hostel. He shifted in the voice, he became topper in the third semester, topper of his semester, of his branch, his class. Then fourth year, topper. Fifth semester, topper. Sixth semester, topper. Seventh semester, topper. Eighth semester, topper. Overall, he became silver medal holder. And he scored like anything. Eventually, he went to MS for doing MD, MS in US. And he studied there, worked there, and got married to Indian girl. They are staying there with their daughter there. So very nicely doing that. He's distributing books. So he was 22nd ranker to topper just because things were planned, well organized. If you are well organized, you gain a lot. But if you are not planned, you can't achieve much. Prabhupada in the midnight rang the bell. Tang, tang, tang. The servant came. Yes, Prabhupada, what happened? Call Giriraj. Giriraj was a brahmachari. So servant went running. Giriraj, Maharaj. That time he was a brahmachari. He knocked the door and Giriraj Maharaj was sleeping. He got up and he said, what happened to Prabhupada is calling him. Prabhupada is calling. We saw the watch. It was something 12:30, 1 o'clock. I got midnight, Prabhupada is calling. So then he went to Prabhupada's room, paid obeisances, and Prabhupada, you called me. Prabhupada said, yes. What for, Prabhupada? I have a question for you. And he's wondering, who should ask question to whom? Guru should ask to disciple, and disciple should ask to Guru. So yes, Prabhupada, what is that question? Tell me how ISKCON will grow. ISKCON will flourish, prosper. You are wondering who should tell. You are founder Acharya. You know better. What do we know? We are just telling whatever you tell, we are doing. But he did not say that. He said Prabhupada by chanting nicely. Prabhupada said no. And Prabhupada by distributing goods. Prabhupada said no. All answers rejected. Then he said, Prabhupada, you only tell, I don't know. Prabhupada said by organization and intelligence. Two things. See, this looks like no spiritual answer. But this is very important. Prabhupada was highly organized and highly intelligent. He managed ISKCON so wonderfully, whole worldwide affairs. That's how in 12 years, 108 temples. Now, Bhutona Bhavishyati, never happened before. In one sense, will never happen again. Because that master-mindedness was there only with Prabhupada. Amazing, well organized and highly intelligent. So we need to follow Prabhupada. Then we are Prabhupada's followers. We have to be well organized. Otherwise, we are not well organized, we'll be cheated by Maya. How many of you saw when you had not planned anything in the day, lot of time got wasted in the day? Raise your hand. Yeah, you have not planned. Okay, today is what? Holiday, Sunday. What we will do? I think I will wash clothes. There is nothing else. And then whole day will go. You may wash clothes, that's it. Whole day, at the end of the day, what I did today, Sunday? I washed clothes. And what else I did? Nothing. I wasted time on WhatsApp. I was doing 3-4 hours. I wasted time talking to people. Nothing accomplished. Why? Because you have not planned. Those who fail to plan, they plan to fail. So be planned. Be high, be planned. So think what can be done. It's very easy. Just paper and pen you need and little brain. Purpose if you don't have brain, borrow from someone. Ask some senior. Prabhu, I want to make weekly plan. Please help me. So they will tell you, I have done that for some boys. Called them, okay, let us design. I told you have to write it and tell me your schedule. And then we planned it. I said, now you try to implement this. Some changes may happen over 2 3 weeks when you understand life is a little different. And inculcate or introduce those changes in the schedule made now. And that's it. Eventually, you can take a plastic lamination of that and keep it with you. It will work out very nicely. Yes, any other question?
Only there are some students who are working, they are studying other colleges where there is no voice. But since they are trying to chant and trying on the process, we are studying big voice, no voice. So how they can
You should preach to your friends. Some boys, one to one basis. You may not be able to preach to the group of 3 4 5 boys. Just separately, one. And you can say, actually, we are not bodies. Prabhu Krishna says this. You'll ask, how you get this knowledge? You are body floater. You can tell them this is small book or Gita. You read this. And you can connect them also online classes. So like that, if you preach to 2 3 4 boys, then you can stay together and have morning program. Wonderful, you can go on. That is one. Another option is, let's say one boy is staying here, one boy is staying here, 6 kilometers away, and here is the college, his college. So they can stay somewhere here. Understood? Some kind of planning has to be done, by which we are together. We are students of different colleges, but we are staying together. And somebody has to travel. Somebody's college is just next. Or somebody's college is 2 kilometers away. Somebody's 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers. But staying together, we get spiritual strength through morning program or evening program. And then daytime college is little far, not a big problem. Many boys and girls also nowadays. Sometimes they travel 8 10 kilometers morning and then evening again returning. There are boys and girls who go for longer kilometers also. 15 20 kilometers in the morning, returning again 15 20 kilometers, more than that also. So we can also take little hardship. But easiest and the best is to preach one to one basis and make some boys favorable one rounders, shift them with you or you shift with them, and then very nice. Eventually, when number grows, you can either cook yourself or you can have a cook also. If more boys are there, 10 15 boys, you'll be able to afford having a cook also who will cook. But nothing like cooking ourselves. That is the best. Because Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. If one offers with love and devotion, a fruit, flower, this thing, water, Krishna accepts it. So we can have more devotion than a book. So think in that way. Preach. Anywhere you go, even for job also, you go, no, there are no devotee association. Preach. Preach to your colleagues, preach to your neighbors, preach to some people. His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he went to China as a businessman. And daytime business activity. He was a sannyasi, guru in ISKCON. Went to China in shirt, pant, coat, suit, tie. Perfect. Shika he cut off. Hair. Grew hair. And he is in China as a businessman. Daytime, he told all of those people, I am from America and I have my diet, vegetarian diet, and I need like this. Otherwise, I cannot. They don't know, so sir, we are ready because Americans are having money and they are going to purchase from China. China has a lot of products, they are very intelligent. So they said, yes, whatever you want, that's what will be cooked. And in hotel and all, staying arranging, everything was done. And he would do that business transaction in the daytime. Evening hours, he would go out in China. And he would talk to people. Do you know English? The men speak Chinese there. Yeah, I know English. Yeah. Then he started preaching. And like that, he made hundreds of Chinese into devotees. Is that difficult or yours is difficult? Which is difficult? That is very difficult. No? Can you make Chinese into devotees? I can't. Chinese item खा के आ जाऊंगा मैं. Chinese I cannot make Chinese. I will become Chinese if I go to China. So it is very difficult. Here in India, that too Telugu speaking, you must be Telugu background. They are also Telugu speaking. English, you are educated young man. They are also educated. Just preach. 100 boys you preach, will not 2 3 4 show some interest? Definitely, they will have interest. And they don't have to become 16 rounders. Just one rounder is enough. Read half an hour in the morning, Do some Mangalati. Half an hour Mangalati, nothing Ati, Tulsi Ati, everything over. And half an hour reading. And the chanting with you, they can chant 3-4 rounds. Done. 1.5 hour of morning program. If you are chanting 16 rounds, 1.5 hour extra you have to chant. That you adjust somehow. Eventually they will pick up. So you also become 16 rounds. So if you have will, where there is a will, there is a way. There is a weak will, there is a weak way. Where there is a strong will, there is a strong way. Where there is no will, no way. So be strong. Associate with strong devotees. You get it set. Set it and get it rolling. Yes. Any other? Yes. Yes. हाँ.
It can go puja, but sometimes the family members let's go somewhere to a temple.
Loudly or good? No, I heard just last line loudly.
No, family members, someone can say let's go to some temple.
Exposed?
Let's go to some other temple today.
You can go.
It might take half a day.
No problem. You can go. You can chant Hare Krishna Dev. Do Harinam Sankirtan. And Lord Shiva will start dancing. The Shivling will start jumping in the sky. Hare Hari Bol, Vaishnava has come. First time he is doing Harinam Sankirtan. Lord Shiva is the topmost devotee. You will get maximum all blessings of Lord Shiva. And others will get Sakapata Krupa. Crooked mercy of Lord Shiva. And his full mercy is there only for Vaishnavas. You can go, no problem. You can distribute books. I have gone for Shivratri on Manikonda Hill in Warangal, in Kasipet. There is one Manikonda temple is there on the top. So there I went, I gave lecture, we had book distribution. Wonderful. Shivratri, hundreds and thousands, it's a Shiva temple. Thousands of pilgrims had come. And we had wonderful Shivratri by distributing books, kirtan, lecture I gave. We had PPT also, PowerPoint presentation. Wonderful, unforgettable memory. Nothing wrong. We can go to all festivals. Ganesh Utsav, Durga Utsav, Kali Puja, and Mali Puja, Wali Puja, Sali Puja. Better than your Sali is Sali Puja. Means some Devi whose name is Sali. In case there is Devi. There are 33 crore demigods are there. We don't know what are the. In Maharashtra they have Khandoba, Vitoba, Gotoba, whatever. So many Ba. Ba means Bap also. Father. God knows whether the proper names or not. But they have all that. So nothing wrong. You can go everywhere. You have to go everywhere. You can go to hell also and preach there. Yeah, Narayana Para Sarve, Nakutascha Vidyati, Swarga, Apavarga, Narakeshu, Apitulyartha Darshan. For us, it doesn't matter whether I'm in heaven, I'm in hell, or I'm in Brahma Jyoti. Everywhere we only preach and we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. How does it matter? Like I come to Tenali. The Tenali or Hyderabad or Bangalore or Switzerland or Honolulu. I will speak the same Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam. Same Prabhupada, our hero, eternal hero. Wherever I go, I glorify Prabhupada. Yesterday at Warangal station, one boy who did from NIT Warangal, he passed out, he's working now. He said, Prabhu, I am seeing you for 5-6 years. I see you, you are going on in the same way. I said, forget, you are watching only 5-6 years. Ask those devotees who are watching me for 30 years. They will say Sundarshyam Das is the same. He doesn't change. He will not change. I said, I will never change. He is my grandfather. That's it. I will glorify him only. Dunya idhar jaye, udhar jaye. He will go to hell. But we are only Prabhupada's followers. He was telling somebody who left and went to some other guru, David Wolf or somebody, he was saying. I said, I don't even know who's David Wolf. This is some Fox or Wolf or what is it? I don't know. So, only Prabhupada. Prabhupada is our eternal hero. Yes. Any other?
Many local students face problem from their parents to come and stay overnight. Not all very easy with them. Local that fully under control. So,
Yeah, but can't you tell lies? For absolute truth, if you tell lie, it's not lie, it's the truth. So, no problem. See, some boy is going with a girlfriend. Does he tell parents? हाँ? पिताजी आज गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ ढाबा में जा रहा हूँ. He will never tell. He will go with her. And if they ask where had you been, एक फ्रेंड के साथ गया था ढाबा में. फ्रेंड के गर्लफ्रेंड वो नहीं बताएगा. Girl शब्द नहीं बोलेंगे, will not say girl. Friend के साथ है. So they tell lies over there. So why can't you tell lies for this? Or there are some other ways also. You can go for tour. Na? One girl told that she told to the parents that I am going for what they call social welfare activity, and she came and stayed in temple for Janmashtami. Very nicely, and she said our classroom all girls are going to another school, simple school, for cleaning the school and all welfare work from our college side. And she nicely stayed in Bangalore temple, SJM temple, Sheshatripuram, and nicely attended Janmashtami. There one Grihastha had an extra flats, some 5, 6, 7, 8 girls, wonderfully stayed, and very nicely attended Janmashtami. See, girls are so intelligent. Why can't boys manage? So many ways are there. You can easily manage. So many things we have done without telling parents, isn't it? Watching movies, going to dhaba, or outing, so many things. You are not small kids. You should be a little independent also. Should tell me, I'm a young boy. दूध पीता बच्चा नहीं हूँ मैं. I'm not a milk drinking boy. Really. So some daring is required in bhakti. Prahlad, you see, he's teaching to his father. Hitvatma patam graham andapupam. Manam gato yed harimashre. You cannot do that. You are not Prahlad. He was 5-year-old, but so powerful, daring, bold, determined. We are 50-year-old, 15 years old, still we have not developed that daring. So we should be a little daring. That is required. We are soldiers of Lord Chaitanya's army. Soldiers cannot say, I cannot touch the gun. They should lift and start shooting. Should be very powerful. Isn't it? Yes or no? Have a little daring. If you don't, then you travel with me. Little bit will help you. It is required. We are not kids. Anybody below 18 here? Raise your hand. Below 18, huh? But then still you are grown up. In Bhakti, one grows faster. Like Krishna also. He was small boy, 3-year-old, but he would look like 5-year-old boy. He's 5 years old, but he looks like 8-year-old boy. Because Mother Yashoda would give him nice milk products. So he grew faster also. So similarly, we are getting Krishna. Mother Yashoda fed milk products to Krishna, and we are fed Krishna only. Through Krishna Prasad, through Krishna Jab, Krishna Nam. So we should also grow fast. And it's very easy. I mean, in my childhood also, I would go to Bombay to roam around alone. Similarly, I would go cycling. In engineering first semester, second semester, I went 25 kilometers on cycle to NCL, National Chemical Laboratory, 25 kilometers away from college. And I came back 25 kilometers. What was there? There was nothing there. Just roaming. So, likewise, some daring is required, isn't it? If you have, just good. Not, then find out some daring friend. You can also develop daring. Yes, any other?
Sometimes you can do, but I can't. I think that I will talk tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. How to?
So it should be a realizable plan also. It should not be very hypothetical, which is not possible to fulfill. You know your lifestyle. So make a plan, schedule, which will be little tightening the screw, little bit. Like let's say every day you are studying 15 minutes. The schedule should be that every day you will study half an hour. And after some months or some weeks, then make it 1 hour. Slowly, gradually increasing. Now you are studying only half an hour daily. And you say every day I will study for 5 hours. You will be depressed. 5 hours? I can't make it. And you will not study half an hour also. Because you will be depressed. So little more. Just like our students, they sleep in the hostel at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So now we ask them, please get up in the morning and come for morning work. So they say we sleep at 12 o'clock and get up at 8 o'clock. So what we tell them? Okay, sleep at 11:45 and get up at 7:45. Then sleep at 11:30 and get up at 7:30. Slowly, 15 minutes after a few days. What will happen? Eventually you'll be getting up at 4 o'clock. That's what will happen. Stop that, what they say, drop by drop makes into an ocean. Isn't it? Like all of us start putting one drop here, one drop. After 10 years, what will be there? The ocean will be there. So like that power is there. Yes. Any other?
Telling that we are all doing bhakti and devotion activities like chanting, etc. Why can't we see Krishna?
So it is not so cheap. We are doing, we are living so many, from birth only we are breathing. Why can't we see air? Are you able to see? Air is going. अरे अरे अंदर जा रहा है. ये बाहर जा रहा है. Going out. Are you able to see? So you are breathing from childhood. Na? When did you start breathing? At the age of 5 or 7? From birth only, na? So are you able to see air going inside? Air coming outside. So many things we can't see. How many of your science students? Raise your hand. Some science, engineering already. So electronics engineering, there all of us having mobiles, laptops. How many of you seen electron? Who on planet Earth has seen electron? Is there any one person? Nobody has seen electron. So how do we believe in electron? By its effect. Cathode ray tube is there, CRT, like that. So we see the effect of electron moving. That is on the tube. So likewise, God's effect can be seen. Everything that he says, we can see that happening in nature. Madhavayad vati vatoyam suryastapati madhavayad varshati indro dahati agnir mrityuscharati madhavayad. Lord Kapila says in third canto. And because of fear of me, the wind is blowing. Not a blade of grass moves without the sanction of God. So that is God only who is sanctioning. His fans are moving. Why? Because we put on the button. No, because God is there. So God can switch it off by just electric supply is cut off. All your button you put it on can't start. So God is only in control, and we can't see Him so easily. Just like there are so many gold mines in India. So can you find out that there is gold here? Some tests have to be performed. When you know that science, you perform tests, then you know there seems to be gold mine here and dig it and like water also. In earth also water is there. Do you know how to get water? It requires the study. In borewell you have to put deep and how much water below the water is there, you have to know. Geologists know that. So it's a science you have to study and you can see God. You can experience Him first. His mercy you can experience and eventually you can see Him also. He says, Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena Santaha Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So those whose eyes are laden with anointed with the salve of love, they see Lord Shamsundar in their heart, Sadaiva, always. Just like in childhood, our mother might have put collyrium, anjan, kajal in our eyes. What happens? The vision becomes sharp. You can see things very clear. So just like that ointment or that kajal, collyrium, makes our eyesight brighter, better. Similarly, when your heart is filled with love for Krishna, you see Krishna everywhere. यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वं च मयि पश्यति तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति. Bhagavad Krishna is telling Arjun, one who sees me in everything and everything is me, for him I have never lost, nor is ever lost to me. So one can see, स्थावर जंगम देखी न देखी तार मूर्ति सर्वत्र है निज इष्ट देव स्फूर्ति. The pure devotees of the Lord do not see non-moving things or moving personalities. They get manifestation of their Lord everywhere, at every moment. Like that. Just like now different people come to this temple, they will see different things. Those who are carpenters. Carpenters come to our temple, they will be looking, this Swamiji's Vasasan is made of wood. This is thick wood, I think. Good quality. They will touch there and they will see these doors also. Now, how many of us will look at Prabhupada's Vasasan? Will not look. Cleaners come, they will say, maybe cleaning is required over there. And then others will come, those who are plumbers or what do you call it, those who are dealing with hardware. So they will say, "Hey, this lot of things are here. Maybe ISKCON can be my customer. I can through them also." Different people will have different focuses because they have studied differently. Their visions are different. So one who is having love for Krishna, he sees Krishna everywhere. One of today is Ishwar Puri's or yesterday. Yesterday was Ishwar Puri's whatever discipleship. So Ishwar Puri is the spiritual master of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and his spiritual master, Ishwar Puri's spiritual master was Madhvendra Puri, who is Kalparuksha. This happened yesterday. So Madhvendra Puri is Kalparuksha, desire fulfilling tree in Golok Vrindavan. He came as Madhvendra Puri. Madhvendra Puri was so much in love with Krishna that in the monsoon season, Savan month, when you would see black clouds, he would faint on the ground, unconscious. Why? He would be reminded of Sham Sundar, Krishna, Ghanashyam, dark cloud, dark, blackish Krishna. Now we see so many clouds so many times in rainy season. We don't faint. Thought of Krishna never crosses our mind because we don't have love for Krishna. Love is required. When the mother is in love with child, she sees the small chappals of child. She is immediately reminded of child. We see the chappal and we don't remember anything. We don't have love. So, Jaisi Drushti, Vaisi Srushti. If your eyes or heart is filled with love for Krishna, you'll find Krishna in everywhere. That's how Prahlad was challenged. Na? He said, Hiranyakashipu said, "You rascal Prahlad, you say that you get your strength from God. Where is your God?" My dear father, God is everywhere. God is everywhere. Is he there in this pillar? Yeah, he's there in this pillar. Okay. So when Prahlad was asked, "Is he there in the pillar?" When Prahlad looked at pillar, he saw, Lord is there. And Hiranyakashipu said, "No, only pillar is there." And Prahlad is saying, "No, I can see." And there are many stories also of this. Dinabandhu is one story, and Pada Padma, one disciple of Shankaracharya. And these two stories reveal. I'll tell you this Padma story, very nice story. So it so happened that his guru Shankaracharya told Pada Padma that go in the forest, there is Narsingh Dev, you can take his darshan. But this is impersonal school of philosophy, Shankaracharya and his followers. So Padma did not have faith in God's form, and Guru Shankaracharya said that Narsingh Dev is in the forest. He went in the forest, he's searching here, searching there, where is he? Not visible. So then almost afternoon it became. There was a hunter there, very dangerous looking hunter. He saw this sadhu and he said, "Hey, Swamiji, what are you doing in the forest? It's a very deadly forest. There are lions here, tigers here, wolves here, elephants, and all that. What are you looking for?" Now he will not understand what is nursing them, that hunter. So Padma Padma said, "I am looking for one animal." Animal? Which animal? No, you don't worry. I will find out. No, 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 no. I am hunter. My father was hunter. My grandfather was hunter. I was his hunter dynasty. So we know all the animals. Tell what kind of animal. He said, "No, no, no, you don't know." He said, "No, sir. Tell me." He said, "Half man, half lion." So what? Half man, half lion. No, sir. Such animal does not exist. I am here. I know every nook and corner of forest. I have been trained by my father and grandfather. There is no animal like that. You have been given wrong understanding, wrong information. Go somewhere else. He said, "I told you already, you will not be able to find out. I know such animal exists. He's in this forest. My guru told me. I'll find out. You don't worry. I'll find out." He said, "No, sir. I will find out that animal. Half man, half lion. Today only before sunset. Otherwise, I will hang myself." He took it as a challenge. I am wandering in this forest from childhood. My parents, grandfather, they trained me. And how nobody knows. They did not even tell me half man, half lion. And this sadhu is saying. So he said, "I will find out by sunset. If not, I will hang myself." So then Padma said, "Okay, fine, try." Then he went all over. And it was sun was about to set. He was not getting, and he was wondering whether such animal exists. I never seen, I never heard. And that sadhu said, "But true to my promise, I should hang myself because sun is setting." So he took the rope, he tied to the tree branch, and he took it down, noose. And he kept the noose around his neck. And he was going to hang and commit suicide as per the promise. But as he was about to lift his leg, Suddenly in front of him, that animal was visible, half man, half lion. Said, "Hey, I was looking for you only." And he immediately removed it. Ah, where were you? Then immediately he removed that and he put it around that animal and it fell around that animal's waist, half man, half lion. And he said, "Now I have got you." Hmm. Ah, wonderful. I never knew such animal exists. Okay, no problem. Let me take him to Sadhu. So he started pulling. The rope is hanged. Then he went to where Padma was there. Sir, I have found out that animal. Here he is. Just see. And then Padma looked behind. He said, "No. Where is it?" He said, "Here, behind." And then he saw the rope was going in air and there is noose there. But inside the noose there is no one, nothing there. But then air is this rope is hanging in the air. And Padma is also wondering how the rope is hanging in the air. So sorry, Padma could not see. He could see nothing there, half man, half man. He said, "Sir, he's there." Padma said, "No, I'm seeing only rope hanging." Hmm? "But no, sir, inside the rope I have got that half man, half man." He said, "No, I don't see." Then Nrsimhadev spoke. "O Padma, you think I have no form. Yetamam prapadyante. You think I have no form. So I am not showing my form to you. But this hunter is very simple. You told him that you are in search of an animal who is half man, half lion. His whole meditation was that animal. Half man, half lion. Half man, half lion. Half man, half. He was thinking of my form so much that I had to show my form to him. And I showed him, and he has captured me by his devotion. But you don't have faith in God's form. So you can't see me. Sorry. So then Padma understood. I am offender. Mayavadi, Krishna Aparadhi. Mayavadis are greatest offenders to Krishna. They say God has no form, no hands, no legs, no eyes. So they can't see God. Because they are offenders to God. Whereas whereas that hunter, he was sinful. But because of his simple devotion, he could see the Lord. Like that, many stories are there. So Lord can be seen. You just need to train yourself. That's it. Nothing else is required. Train yourself. This is whole training. Gita class, Bhagavatam class, morning program, chanting Hare Krishna, taking prasadam. So all part of the training. You will be able to see Krishna. Every year, everywhere, every moment. You will not see anything but Krishna only. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Nothing and no one else. Krishna will be all pervading for you. You will be highly Krishna conscious. Yes. Any other? Yes. That nobody knows. कर्मणोपि बोद्धव्यम च विकर्मण अकर्मणस्य बोद्धव्यम गहना कर्मणो गति. The ways of karma are very complicated. Like all of you raise your right hand in the air. Raise your right hand. So now this raising of hand is not because I ordered you or requested you or you wanted to raise your hand. No. In previous lives, when you are a human being, you have done good things with your hand at that time. You have done charity and you have helped people. So that's why you have ability in your hand to raise it. If somebody had been sinful, killed a cow with the chopper or something, so he will get what do you call that, paralytic attack, and his hand cannot be lifted up. Hand is there. He used for the age of till age 30, 40. Now paralytic attack, he cannot move his hand. Helpless. So we cannot know. Just like true story, Mahabharata story, when 18 days of war was over, Pandavas came with Krishna to Hastinapur. They went to chamber of the palace of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. They paid obeisances that uncle and aunt, we came back. The war is over. We are victorious by your blessing. So Krishna was with them. So Dhritarashtra asked that, my dear Keshav, I was not there in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, but I heard from Sanjay the description of the warfare. And it was deadly. How may 100 sons, headed by Duryodhan and then Dushasan, etc., how they were killed mercilessly, like butcher kills the animal in the slaughterhouse by Bhima. The description was so horrible. I just can't understand. Why did they meet with such ghastly death? Could you please tell? So then Krishna said, my dear Dhritarashtra, 50 lifetimes back, you were a hunter in the forest. And your wife Gandhari was your wife. She was also huntress. Your wife only, hunters. Both of you are hunters. Once you shot a deadly fiery arrow, and that ignited or burnt a nest of a big one mother bird. She got blinded because of that fire, and her 100 baby birds inside the that nest, they all got burnt alive. As a result of that, in this life, you were born blind, and your 100 sons were killed. Then Dhritarashtra said, "Oh, I was so sinful, I was so cruel, I burnt that nest." But then he said, "Wait a minute, Krishna, you said 50 lifetimes back. I don't remember also anything from previous life, forget about 50 lifetimes back. You say, so I accept it as truth. Okay, this must be the truth. But why did I get reaction after 50 lifetimes? Why not in that life or next life immediately?" Krishna said to get one son requires lot of piety, and you had to get 100 sons. You require lot of pious credits. And as a hunter, you are very sinful. Your wife also was very sinful. You had less pious, you had no pious credits. You were very sinful. So there was no chance of getting one son also. So 50 lifetimes it took for you to accumulate those pious credits. And now, as a result, now everything is coming. You were born blind because the mother bird got blinded, and you got 100 sons, but they were all killed because those 100 baby birds were burnt alive in the nest. So, like this, Gahana Karmano Gatihi, and the ways of karma are very complex. We can't understand. Only God understands, and He's giving perfectly. You'll see behind lorry, it will be written. समय से पहला और जरूरत से ज्यादा किसी को मिलता नहीं. Like that, many slogans will be there. So you cannot get things are fixed. And accordingly, what we do now, we'll get next birth. Human birth, animal birth. Those who have taken prasad even once, their next human birth is guaranteed. Ribo. So we distribute so much prasad. We should distribute prasadam to everyone. Whosoever you meet, how many of you distribute prasad? You always carry prasad with you. Should carry. Now in this bag, prasadam is there. Beggars come, children come, cashew nuts. We are rich people, so we distribute cashew nuts. We don't distribute cash. We take cash, distribute cashew nuts. So prasadam should be there for anyone because their human birth will be confirmed. Anybody touches Srila Prabhupada books, his next human birth is confirmed. So like that. Very good. So you should carry Prabhupada books also. Let people touch the books. That way. So no need to worry what your next birth would be. What you are doing now is more important. All of you tell me, today is 15th of February 2026. 15th of February 2036. What you will be doing? Tell me, raise your hand if you know. You are very clear. 2036, what you will be doing? Raise your hand. Why to worry about that? Now what we do is more important. Whether we will be alive there or not. Or you may think you will be in India, you may be in foreign countries. Or what your purpose, higher education, for job or whatever. We don't know. So why to worry about future? Isn't it? Past was history, future is a mystery. Be in the present. Current is the story. That is history and mystery, and our real life story is now. So be in the present tense. That is in the mode of goodness. Act now in such a way that you don't have to take next human birth also. Chant Hare Krishna and go back to Godhead. Purify your heart. Don't come back again. There's no need to come back. Krishna wants us to come back, we'll come back. Definitely. Otherwise, why to come back? Yes. Any other question?
Because how did your parents react when you told them that you are taking to understand?
Oh,
How did your parents react when you told them that you are taking?
they started dancing. Ribo! This I mean to say my pitras, my forefathers. If in any family somebody becomes a pure devotee, the pitras, the forefathers in the pitrulok, they start dancing. Nrutyanti pitro yesham mad gehe Vaishnava jata. In my family, Vaishnava is born. So they become happy and they start dancing. Other pitras come, hey, kya? Friend, kya hua? What happened? Arey, in my family, somebody has become a devotee. So by his devotional activities, I will be delivered. So I'm very happy. Anyway, my immediate parents, they are also great devotees. My mother got initiated also eventually. She was, her grace, Subhadra Gopi Devi Dasi. She took initiation in 2014 from His Holiness Sundarshyam Maharaj. My father was also chanting 16 rounds eventually. He had 20 mala. And he read entire Srimad Bhagavatam of Prabhupada. And he was preaching also. He was donor also. I asked him give money for TOEP temple. He said how much? So give 1 lakh. So he gave 1 lakh. This was many years back. Like that. Anyway, he gave son only, fully, for Prabhupada. But son wanted me. When I joined as a brahmachari, I said, let the scooter also be like that. So my father said, no problem. So when I joined as a brahmachari, so my friend, Sri Gulshan, he was a temple manager. And my brother had come to temple. So he announced. So just like when a girl gets married, the parents give dowry. So when Sundarshyam Prabhu came to our temple, his father and mother and brother, they gave scooter in dowry and we got scooter also. So they are very wonderful parents. I was born in a Varkari Sampradaya, Vitthal Bhakta family. My grandfather had some 17, 18 grandchildren, boys and girls, his grandsons and granddaughters. So he wanted somebody to become doctor, somebody to become lawyer, and somebody to become engineer, and somebody to become full-time devotee of Lord Vitthal. So by Lord's grace, I am that fortunate person. Prabhupada's grace. Prabhupada made me like that. So there was no objection, but they wanted me to come back and marry. But 5-6 years I remained brahmachari. Then my two buas, my father's sisters, they said, this is known. I said, what is known? Your grandfather wanted one person, one of his grandsons, to become full-time devotee of Lord Vitthal. You are fulfilling the desire of your grandfather. I said, really? Nobody told me. They say, yeah, we did not tell. We thought he will come back and marry. But now it is clear he will not come back. We tell you the truth. Your grandfather wanted. So, okay, fine. So, my family is different. I was the only one who was not opposed by parents. And my father knew, my mother knew. Because I was very obstinate. Hut karna hota hai. In my childhood, I was small boy. I wanted cycle. I told my father, purchase cycle and give me. He said no. Afterwards, you'll say. I said no, I want cycle. He said no. Then 3 days I did not eat anything. I drank only water. So in the village, news spreads. All village was talking. They were coming to my father. Hey, come on, your son is not eating. Give him cycle. And he said okay. And he came to me. Father said, enough. Stop this. I will give you cycle. I said okay. Thank you. So my father knew I can never go against the wish of my son. When he decides something, nothing can stop him. So he was very intelligent. Why to waste time? When you hit your head on the stone, it is useless. You will only lose your blood. So my father knew it is useless to. But anyway, 9 years got over. And then once he was sitting with me, he and me. And then he asked me, only he and me, only two of us. I was a brahmachari 9 years. He said, son, are you planning to marry? I was wondering, 9 years, nothing. After 9 years, what is this? So then I asked, why, what happened? He said, you marry only devotee girls, isn't it? I said, yes. It means devotees, boys marry only devotee girls. So I said, then what? No, in our village, there are some devotee girls, Vitthal Bhakta family. And 3-4 girls are there, very nice family. If you tell yes, I will go to their fathers and discuss. Then I said, okay. His father is still having some desire. Then I told him, I did not say yes, I did not say no. I said, see, father, any girl who marries me, she will be crying for her whole life. So I don't want to destroy any girl's life. Let all those devoted girls get very nice devoted husbands and be happy throughout life. Anybody marries with me, they will be completely miserable. Then father was looking at me, Acha bete. I did not say yes, I did not say no. But answer is very clear. Flat no. Forget it. Then next day again we were sitting alone, top room. Again I said, Father, I am going back to Godhead, Golok Vrindavan, in this very life. This ISKCON is the plane I am sitting. Prabhupada is the captain, he is the pilot. And I am going straight to Golok Vrindavan. But just like Tukaram Maharaj before going, he invited his wife. My dear wife, please come. You helped me so much. I am very grateful. Let's go together. But wife did not come. But I am asking you, Father, I am very grateful to you. You helped me. You gave money for my clothes, my money for my food, my engineering, everything. I am going Golok Vrindavan. I want to take you also. Come with me. Now enough. forget his job and business he was doing. He was having grocery shop. He said, forget all this, come with me to ISKCON. We'll give you some service in temple, we'll give you rooms, we'll give you prasad. And he was shocked, my God, what is this? I wanted you to come back and get married. You want to take me only. So he said, after some time, that kerosene license is still with me. After some years, I said, okay, I'll wait for you. So I was not to be. You need conviction. If you are convinced, you can convince anybody. My parents never tried to stop me because they knew we cannot be stopped. When call of God comes, nothing in the creation can stop. And we have to read proper books, be convinced of this philosophy. Then what is there? Nothing to worry. But this is my case. Most of the brahmacharis, you can say 99+% of brahmacharis face a lot of opposition by parents. My brother little bit opposed. When he came to know I want to be a brahmachari. He said, hey, come on, what is this? You should do job. Okay, you want to stay in temple? Stay in temple. Morning, evening temple. Daytime do job. I said, no. This is Bhagavad Gita course I want to do in temple. That is in the daytime only. I cannot go for job. So then he was helpless. And he had not given 1 rupee also for my education. So he had nothing to say. If anybody could have stopped me, it was my father who gave all money for my education. But he never stopped, knowing that it is useless. This fellow cannot be stopped. If you are convinced, you can convince anyone. Yes. Any other question?
Some people will say by doing meditation, we can able to know about various levels. Is that true? It's true? How?
That is not required. Let's say in the previous life I was a pig. So what will you do? In gutter, this gutter, that gutter. From Tenali gutter, I went to Vijayawada gutter. And in between I found some rivalry or something. So there also I was in gutter. So what is the use of knowing? What will you do? Let's say I tell you your previous life. What will you do?
The balance, we can balance that component.
Let's say we were animal like that, a bull or horse in previous life. So what will you do now with that information? It is useless. Forget about previous life. In this life also, 10 days back, which subject you ate and where you were at 10 a.m. That is useless now. Now is what we can do now at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. or 7:10, 7:15. That is important. Future is important, not past. Past is history. You can't change history. Can you? Can you? Mahatma Gandhi was killed in 1947. Can you postpone that? No, not 1947. Let him die in 1997. Can you postpone? Nothing is in our hands. In fact, future is also not in your hand. That is your illusion that you think. So now, present, you can surrender to God and get grace of God. Useless it is to know what I was in previous life.
By knowing people, put that whole.
No, we passed through 8.4 billion species of life. Sometimes we were pigs, sometimes we were dogs, we were horses, trees, aquatics, birds, bees, reptiles. We have been through millions of times through each species also. So there is nothing glorious by that information. It's useless. Krishna Bhakti is important. That is all that goes with you. Everything else is temporary. Here today, gone tomorrow. Now also in present, what you do, material, that is of no eternal value. Only spiritual account, but that is of eternal account. That is going to go with you. Like Dhirubhai Ambani, when he died, he had few thousand crore rupees. How many crore rupees he took with him when he died? Not even 1 rupee. So what is the use of all that few thousand crore rupees? No use. The intelligent person will earn that wealth which he will be able to carry. What is the use of that wealth which you cannot carry? The only bhakti is that dhan which you can carry with you. Bhakti yoga, bhakti yoga, bhakti yoga dhan, bhakti ye Krishna nama smarana krandan. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says in Chaitanya Bhagavat, bhakti yoga, bhakti yoga, bhakti yoga, 3 times. Dhan. This is the wealth which you can carry with you. And that dhan is chanting the holy name of the Lord Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And remembering the Lord, Krishna Smaran, and Krishna Prandan, crying for Krishna. As a child cries for mother, like that crying for Radharani's help, who will connect us to Krishna. Like other things, temper. Just like this yellow t-shirt, yellow shirt you are wearing, checks. 20 years later, will you be wearing this? It will be torn. It will become old, torn. Will throw away in 2-3 years only. 20 years later, it will not be there. So likewise, our body also will not be there. But the bhakti you perform now, that will go with you. So bhakti is only eternal asset. Everything else is temporary. Nothing is going to go with you. Just like I asked in 2099, how many will be alive? Almost no one. Only small children who are there, they may be alive. But they will not understand this question only, what I am asking. They are so small. So don't try to find out who you were in previous life. See what you are doing now, is it in accordance with the scriptures or not? And how to do things as per Lord's guidance. Yes, any other?
The demigods are they again reborn or after they dying or
Yeah, according to their karma, they will take next birth. They have to. Life continues for them also. Just like Prime Minister, now currently Narendra Modi. So after this term is over, Narendra Modi is not Prime Minister. Then what? He'll be continuing as an Indian citizen. Now Mr. Obama, Barack Obama, what is he doing now? He's there in America, American citizen. He's not the president of America now. He's continuing. So similarly, these demigods, as per their karma, they will become human beings or whatever it is. If they become pure devotees, they will go back to Godhead. Demigods can also, but it is difficult. There's so many beautiful apsaras there, such beautiful gardens, Nandanganan gardens, such beverages. So generally one gets into bhoga, enjoyment. And after enjoying, all the punya is exhausted. Shrine punya, martilokam. They will again fall down here. They will take birth as per their whatever karma. In Mahabharata, Krishna Dharma Prabhu's version, it is shown when Draupadi gets married to 5 husbands, Yudhishthir, Bhima, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev. Her father Draupadi is quite concerned. Are, how can my daughter be married to 5 people? This is never heard. Woman is chaste, she marries only one husband. Husband can marry 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. But woman cannot marry several men. So he was shocked and surprised and he had objection. How can my daughter's hand was won in Swayamvar by Arjun? So where from other 4 husbands came? She is wife of Arjun. She is not wife of 5 people. So then Vyasdev comes and Vyasdev or Narad Muni, they take him to another room and then he shows them how these Pandavas in previous life sometime they were Indra, the king of demigods, and now they are on earth and they are powerful beings. And this is all Vidhi Likhit. Previous life he told about Draupadi. She was worshipping Lord Shiva and she wanted a husband. So she worshipped Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva being Ashutosh. Quickly, please, he appeared and said, my dear daughter, what do you want? She said, I want a husband, I want a husband, I want a husband, I want a husband, I want a husband. He said, you'll have 5 husbands. She said, no. I want one husband. He said, no, but you said 5 times, huh? So you'll have 5. No, I want one husband. No, don't worry. It's all Vidhi Likhit. So according to destiny. Don't worry. You will be glorified as the most chaste lady on planet Earth. Though you will be married to 5 husbands. Don't worry. You will be very chaste woman. He said, okay. So all these details are there. So what was the original question?
demigods will become
So demigods they will come there. Some who become pure devotees, they will go back. Like Narad Muni. He will go back to God. He is already Bhakti Shakti Avatar. A great personality. In previous life, he was a Shudra. Previous to that, he was a Gandharva. Okay, you want to tell, no? You want to know. Here are 3 lives. Gandharva is also one of the demigods. 33 crore demigods. That category are also there. Kindara, Charana, and all that. So Gandharvas and all that. So he was one Gandharva called Upabarana. This is in the seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. When in an assembly, one meeting was there where Vishnu was to be glorified, demigods had gathered, and this fellow Upabaran, in order to impress some heavenly damsels, apsaras, he wanted to impress. Boys want to impress the girls, na? Like that, he wanted to impress. He started singing very nicely, melodiously. He had a very melodious voice. He started glorifying demigods, Indra's glory, Chandra's glory, Vayu's glory, and the women were very happy to hear his melodious voice. But the Dikpalas, the demigod there, became very angry. Said, what nonsense. Here we have gathered to glorify Lord Vishnu, and you fool, you are glorifying demigods. You are acting like a Shudra. May you become a Shudra. And then that Upavaran Gandharva, he became a Shudra, born to a very low class woman. And he was Shudra, but in the 4 months of Chaturmas, he got association of very great devotees of the Lord, Bhakti Vedantis. By that association, 4 months he heard sincerely, they initiated him. After they went, he practiced the bhakti path given by them. And next lifetime, he was born as the son of Brahma, 10th son, Narad Muni. So 3 lives of Narad Muni are given. And Narad Muni is a pure devotee. He is Narad Muni, he is Narad Devarshi. He is Dev, a demigod. But he is Rishi among the demigods. So though he is a demigod, next lifetime he will not take. He will go back to Godhead. This is last life. In this life only, he is delivering so many others and he is sending them back to Godhead. What to speak of, he not going. He will definitely. They also have lives. They cannot escape the cycle of birth and death. In heavenly planet, there is no old age and diseases. But there is birth and there is death. Because there is birth, there has to be death also. Anything is born and that will die. Like this watch is born, manufactured. This will also have expiry date or it will get destroyed. Anything born has to die. So demigods are also born, so they will also die. And after death, they will be again reborn. They become pure devotees, they will go back to God. Any other question?
We'll stop here. Congratulations.
Okay. Congregation is already joined. It's a youth congregation program. The congregation youth program.
Also can be there, but that's
Okay. Translation is fine. తెలుగు రాదు చెప్పండి ఆనందంగా ఉండండి. And then what we have to have? 10 రూపాయలు. Book distribution. Helpful. 10 రూపాయలు. Just 10 rupees. 3 sentences for Telugu. So he will translate, isn't it? So now what we have Kirtan or dancing Kirtan attained. So now we will continue. So what
funny. So one of you, anyone wants to go or you want to stay? And then that after class we have prasadam. If anybody want to have prasadam for all of you, okay, if you go then prasadam. Okay, you can stay. Here is this class also.
Yeah, you can stay for whole life also. Miss, that is invitation from my side. He's the president, he's only asking for few hours. I'm asking for one life only. Next lifetime you can go anywhere you want to go. This lifetime you can stay here. Yeah, he will read, no? You get chair also for him.
Right, all of you can come little forward.
So, what we'll discuss now that topic.
Right.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Loudly, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Yo Vishnupada Paramhansa Privajanachari Ashtottara Shatasri Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON founder Acharya, deputy founder Acharya, savior of the whole world Srila Prabhupada ki Yo Vishnupada Paramhansa Privajanachari Ashtottara Shatasri Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Prince Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopika Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giriraj Govardhan ki Radhabhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Mathura Puri Dham ki Purushottam Kshetra Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki Gangamaya ki Gunamaya ki Bhakti Devi ki Srimati Tulsi Maharani ki Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maiya ki Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Titina. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Devi Shishya Shunyavadi Pashtatya Deshapaya. Omagyanatimirandasya Vyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurvamilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Katamayyam Dadati Swakadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamshta Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahakarnaya Buddhaanvitam Tam Sajiva Sadhvaitam Samadhutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahakarnaya Lalitam Shri Vishakhanvitam Shri Vanchakalpatarupashra Prabhasindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Great. Krishna. So, hey, here's my Saurabhim. So, it's very Sundarshyam Prabhuji. Chairman temple ki. So, Prabhuji, senior devotee, Pune temple, 1996 నుంచి almost 30 years నుంచి కృష్ణ చైతన్యలో ఉన్నారు. సో, హరే కృష్ణ. సో, ప్రభుజీ కూడా 19 years టైంలో 17 years టైంలో కనెక్ట్ అయ్యారు కృష్ణ చైతన్యలోకి. అప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పుడు వరకు ఆల్మోస్ట్ 30 years కృష్ణ చైతన్యలో ఉన్నారు. పూణేలో ప్రభుజీ చాలా డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తారు. బుక్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ మెయిన్ చూసుకుంటారు. ప్లస్ ప్రభుజీ చాలా మంచి బ్రహ్మచారి ప్రదర్శిస్తుంటారు, భాగవతం ప్రదర్శిస్తుంటారు. వరంగల్ యూనిటీ వరంగల్ లో కూడా ప్రభుజీ చాలా సంవత్సరాలు ప్రయత్నం చేస్తారు. ఇప్పుడు కూడా వరంగల్ వస్తూ ఉంటారు అనమాట అక్కడ కాలేజ్ టీచింగ్కి. సో అప్పుడు ఈ విధంగా ప్రభుజీ హాస్ బీన్ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఫర్ మీ ఆల్సో అంటే పూణే. సో పూణేలో ఉండేటప్పుడు కూడా ప్రభుజీ అసోసియేషన్ జరిగింది. సో యు రిమెంబర్ ప్రభుజీ కొలాని కాలేజ్? సో కొలాని కాలేజ్ దగ్గర నేను ప్రచారం చేసినప్పుడు ప్రభుజీ కూడా అక్కడ ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు. సో అసోసియేషన్ మాకు కూడా ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు అనమాట. సో హరే కృష్ణ. సో లెట్ us welcome ప్రభుజీ. వెల్కమ్ చేద్దాం టెంపుల్ కి 3 సార్లు. హరే కృష్ణ హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే 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 రామ హరే రామ హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So we welcome you all for this evening satsang program.
అందరికీ స్వాగతం ఈరోజు సాయంత్రం సత్సంగ కార్యక్రమంకి.
Our discussion on this evening will be on the topic of conduct of a congregation member conducive to form an ideal community.
ఈరోజు శిక్షణ విషయం ఏంటంటే ఒక ఐడియల్ ఒక సమాజాన్ని ఆధ్యాత్మిక సమాజాన్ని ఏర్పరచాలంటే ప్రతి భక్తుడు ఎలా ప్రవర్తించుకోవాలో దాని గురించి.
Conduct and contribution both.
సో మన యొక్క ప్రవర్తన మనం చేసేటువంటి సేవ రెండు కలిసి.
So it is not just enough to have some skills, but one should have proper conduct also, as is the normal norm in society.
మనలో ఏదైనా నైపుణ్యత ఉంటే సరిపోదు, మనలో నుంచి ప్రవర్తన కూడా ఉండాలి.
And some boy may be very intelligent, he is the topper in the class, but he's so naughty, he beats the boys like anything, he slaps them, kicks them, sometimes bleeding happens. Will the teachers be happy with him?
సో ఒక అబ్బాయి మంచి క్లాస్ లో చాలా తెలివైన వాడు అవ్వచ్చు, మంచి మార్కులు తెచ్చుకోవచ్చు, కానీ మిగతా వాళ్ళని కొడుతూ ఉంటే టీచర్స్ హ్యాపీగా ఉంటారు.
And if the teachers complain to parents, this is how he behaves, will parents say, yeah, but whatever it is, but he is the topper, na? They will also feel, hey, son, what is this? This is not good. It's okay that you are intelligent. That doesn't mean that you should mistreat other boys. Conduct is very important.
సో పేరెంట్స్ టీచర్స్ ఫోన్ చేసి మీ అబ్బాయి ఎలా చేస్తున్నాడంటే పేరెంట్స్ ఊరుకుంటారా? తెలివైన వాడు మార్క్స్ వస్తున్నాయి సరిపోతుంటారు.
Sometimes even if the conduct is not very good, sorry, the expertise are not there, but the conduct is very good, that is also very much appreciated.
కొన్నిసార్లు మార్కులు సరిగా రాకపోయినా మంచి ప్రవర్తన ఉంటే అది కూడా కొంతవరకు ఓకే.
To give example of great king Uttampa, who was son of Swayambhu Manu, he had two wives, Suniti and Suruchi. From Suniti he got Dhruva, and from Suruchi, Uttam.
సో ఉదాహరణకి ఉత్తమ ఫాదర్ ఇద్దరు భార్యలు ఉన్నారు, సునీతి సురేషి, ఇద్దరికి ఉత్తమ ధ్రువ అనే ఇద్దరు కొడుకులు ఉన్నారు అనమాట.
So he got married to Suniti first. This is when they got married. After some months or years, when Uttampa went for hunting in the forest, he saw a very beautiful girl, and that was Suruchi. He got attracted, proposed her, will you marry me? She said, then they married also. She agreed. Gandharva Vivaha took place, that is on the spot. By keeping Gandharva's witness, they get married. There are 8 types of marriages. One of them is Gandharva marriage. So they got married.
సో ఉత్తమ ఫస్ట్ సునీతిని పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నాడు. తర్వాత ఒకసారి వేటకి ఫారెస్ట్ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అక్కడ ఒక అందమైన స్త్రీని చూస్తారనమాట. ఆయన పేరు సురీషి అనమాట. ఆమెని పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటారంటే ఒప్పుకుంటారు. అప్పటికప్పుడు ఆన్ ద స్పాట్ లో గంధర్వ సాక్ష్యంగా వాళ్ళని పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటారు అనమాట. 8 రకాల మ్యారేజెస్ ఉంటాయి, గంధర్వ మ్యారేజ్ కూడా ఒక అనమాట.
Uttampa brought his new queen on the chariot to his kingdom. Then Suniti already came to know that my husband has married new wife, young wife, and she will be like my young sister. She brought Arti plate to worship both of them at the threshold of the house, at the door.
సో ఎప్పుడైతే సునీతికి అర్థమైందో నా హస్బెండ్ ఇంకొకరిని పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నాను చెప్పేసి ఆమె కూడా నా సిస్టర్ లాంటిది అని చెప్పేసి భావించి వాళ్ళిద్దరిని స్వాగతించడం కోసం ఆరతి ప్లేట్ తీసుకుని వచ్చి ద్వారం దగ్గరకు వచ్చి నిలబడుతున్నాము.
When she worshipped Uttampa like that, then Suruchi, who was Uttampa, she touched, who is this lady? Then she is my first wife, Suniti.
సో ఆమె ఆరాధిస్తుంటే సురేష్ చెప్తున్నాను, ఎవరంటే మొదటి భార్య అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు అనమాట.
Immediately she said, nothing doing. You have to accept me as your wife or her as your wife. Decide. Choice is yours. One of us only will stay. I cannot stay with her.
సో ఆమె అంటుంది అనమాట, ఇద్దరు కుదరదు, ఒకలే, ఇద్దరు అప్పగించుకో, ఆమెతో నేను ఉండాలని చెప్పేసి ఉంటాను.
Then immediately Uttampa said, no, she is very good-hearted lady. She will treat you like her younger sister. You will get all the love from her. Don't do like that. Both of you can stay in the palace. She said, nothing doing. Either her or me. Decide.
ఆమె చాలా మంచిదయ్యి, చాలా గుణవంతురాలు, ఈయన చాలా చెడుగా చూసుకుంటుంది, ఏం సమస్య ఉండదు అని చెప్పేసి అంటే నథింగ్ డూయింగ్, లేదు కుదరదు, పెద్దలు ఒకలే ఉండాలని చెప్పేసి అనుకుంటాను.
Uttampa was attached to her. She was very beautiful. And just now they are married. Same day, how can he separate from his wife? So seeing this dilemma, Suniti was very intelligent and very noble lady. She told my dear husband, don't worry, I will stay outside. Let her stay in this palace. I'll stay outside. Then Suruchi said, okay, fine, this is good.
సో ఇప్పుడే పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నాడు, ఇప్పుడు పెళ్లి చేసుకుని భార్య ఎలా వదిలేస్తాడని చెప్పేసి సునీత అర్థం చేసుకొని చాలా తెలివైంది కాబట్టి నేను ప్యాలెస్ బయట ఉంటాను, నేనే ప్యాలెస్ లో ఉన్నాను అని చెప్పేసి అనుకున్నాను.
So Suniti was staying in some normal hut kind of structure, like hermitage, little bit in the forest also. Many sages would come. She was pregnant this time, so she gave birth to Dhruva. That boy was in the cradle, and many sages came because Queen, Swayambhu Manu's dynasty, his son Uttanta, and his son will be eventually prince and then king. So they came and gave a lot of blessings to this small newborn child.
సో ఆ టైంలో సునీతి ప్రెగ్నెంట్ అయితే చాలా మంది, చాలా పెద్ద డైనిస్ట్ వంశంలో వస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి చాలా మంది ఋషులు మనలు అందరూ వచ్చి ఆ పిల్లవాడికి ఆశీర్వాదం ఇస్తారనుకుంటా.
One more thing had happened. Now she is in the forest. This Suruchi, she would get best of the foodstuffs, grains. Any broken grains with holes, she would tell the servants, send it to her in the forest. Let her eat that. And Surniti was so simple. She would eat all that broken rice offering to Krishna.
సో మంచి మంచి క్వాలిటీ ఫుడ్స్ అన్ని కూడా సురుచికి కొత్త వారికి ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు. మిగిలిపోయిన వేస్ట్ అయిన నూకలు అన్ని ఉంటే అవి సునీతికి ఇచ్చేసేవాళ్ళు అనమాట, అవే తినేదాన్ని.
So then Suniti, when she got blessings for her son by many sages, she asked, "My dear sages, are you happy with my child?" They said, "Yes, Queen, we are very happy." So you give all blessings to him. Can you give me one blessing? They said, "Yes, Queen, ask any benediction." She said, "Let my younger sister Suruchi in the palace of Uttandar Maharaj. Should also have nice son. Please bless her."
సో ఋషులందరూ వస్తే సునీతి అంటుంది అనమాట, మా అబ్బాయితో మా పిల్లవాడితో ఎంత సంతోషమే అంటే సంతోషమే, ఇంకో వరం నాకు ఇస్తారంటే ఏం కావాలంటే నా యొక్క తోటివాడలు అదే కోవైఫ్ని కోవైఫ్ ఆమె కూడా అలాంటి కొడుకు ఉండాలని చెప్పేసి ఆశీర్వచనం అని చెప్పేసి ఉంటుంది.
Knowing the worst of the mistreatments given by Suruchi to Suniti, the sages were shocked. My God, how did she behave with you so deadly badly way? And how very nicely you are behaving, you are praising, you are desiring best thing for her. They were surprised. And they said, "Okay, Queen, you want, so we bless. Let Suruchi also have a son."
సో ఋషులందరూ ఆశ్చర్యపోతున్నారు అనమాట, ఈయన అంత చెడగా ట్రీట్ చేసింది నేనే, అంత చెడగా ట్రీట్ చేసినప్పటికీ నువ్వు అంత మంచి కోరుకుంటున్నావు, ఆమెకి ఇద్దరు ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఆపోజిట్ గా బిహేవ్ చేస్తున్నారు అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు అనమాట.
So her very name is Suniti, very nice in morality, going by intelligence. Whereas the other queen was Suruchi, going by mind's likes and dislikes. So that is Suruchi. So as a result, Suniti gave birth to Dhruva, to become pure devotee of the Lord. By his devotional credits, he took his mother Suniti also back to Godhead. Whereas Uttam was born to Suruchi. He was bitten up by a deadly snake and he died. And in that fire, eventually Suruchi also died. So you can see how conduct is very important.
సో సునీతి అంటే సునీతి, మంచి నీతి మంచి ధర్మం కలిగింది అనమాట. సురుచి అంటే రుచి, అంటే మనసు యొక్క లైక్ డిస్లైక్, నాకు నచ్చింది నచ్చింది అనేటువంటి అయిష్టాలపై పోయేది మనసు అనమాట. అలాంటి మన స్వభావం కలిగింది సురుచి, మంచి ధర్మ మార్గంలో ఉండేది సునీతి అనమాట. సో అయితే సునీతి పుట్టే బిడ్డ ధ్రువుడు చాలా మంచి భక్తుడై ఆమెను కూడా భగవద్ధామని తీసుకుంటారు. సురుచి వచ్చేసి తన కొడుకు ఉత్తముడు ఒక పాము కట్టేసి చనిపోతాడు.
He got killed by Yaksha, and then she went in the forest fire, she got burnt.
యక్షుడు చంపేస్తాడు. దాని తర్వాత ఆయన కూడా ఒక అడవి అగ్నిలో కాలిపోయి చనిపోతాడు చివరికి. సో కాబట్టి కండక్ట్ అనేది అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్, ప్రవర్తన అనేది అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్.
So anyone like Lord also, his personality is discussed in 4 ways: name, form, qualities, and pastimes. Name, Naam, Roop, Guna, Leela. Similarly, about us also, we have our name, we have our form, we have our qualities, and we have our activities.
సో భగవంతుడిని నామ రూప గుణ లీలల ద్వారా మనం అర్థం చేసుకుంటాం. అదేవిధంగా మనం కూడా మనకి పేరు ఉంది, మనకి మన రూపం ఉంది, మనకి మన గుణాలు ఉన్నాయి. దాని తర్వాత ఇవన్నమాట నామ రూప గుణ
Activities.
మనం చేసే కర్మలు కూడా ఉన్నాయి.
Of which if we see name, our name is not that important, especially after initiation. Yeah, Lily Sundarshyam Das, Sima Gaur Das, Radhesham Das, Gaurang Das. So this name is okay, some name of God or God's devotee. Das is most important thing. The name is not important.
మనకున్న పేరు అంత ముఖ్యం కాదు. ఎవరి పేరు అంత పెద్ద సీరియస్ చేసుకోవాలి. రకరకాల పేర్లు ఉన్నాయి చెప్పండి. పేరు అనేది అంత ముఖ్యం కాదు.
Some beggar begging Bhiksha outside. He is blind and his name is Kamal Nayan.
సో ఇప్పుడు కమల్ నైన్ పేరు పెడతారు. లేదంటే భిక్షగాడు కూడా బెగ్గర్ హౌస్ హ్యాస్ నేమ్ లైక్ దట్.
And his friend is another beggar. His name is Lakshmipati.
సో
It's not even the Vadapati.
భిక్షగాడికి లక్ష్మీపతి అని ప్రొఫైల్ కూడా లేదు, లక్ష్మీపతి అని చెప్పేసి పేరు పెడతారు.
So name has not so much value. Name is not important.
కాబట్టి పేరు అనేది అంత ముఖ్యం కాదండి.
Nor is your form very important because form keeps changing.
ఈ రూపం కూడా అంత ముఖ్యం కాదు, ఎందుకంటే రూపం కూడా మారిపోతూ ఉంటుంది.
You just see your own photo 15-20 years back. It will be different.
20 సంవత్సరం మీ ఫోటో చూస్తే నువ్వు పూర్తి మారిపోయి ఉంటావు.
20-25 years later, your photo will be completely different.
మళ్ళీ 20 సంవత్సరాలు నీ ఫోటో పూర్తి మారిపోతుంది ఫోటో.
And it becomes worse only after youthful days. Then middle age, old age, all hair fall off, white hair, everything is stressed down.
ముసలి పోతే ఇంకా రూపం ఇంకా పరిష్కారం తయారవుతుంది అనమాట.
So form is also not important.
రూపం కూడా అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదు.
So most important are the qualities, guna.
ఎందుకన్నా ముఖ్యం మన గుణాలన్నమాట.
If those of you know who married, in marriage 36 qualities are seen. Husband, boy and girl.
పెళ్లి
They are matched.
చేసుకున్న బాయ్ గర్ల్కి మధ్యన 36 గుణాలు పోల్చుతారు అనమాట.
Krishna is famous for his 64 qualities.
కృష్ణుడికి 64 క్వాలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి.
Radharani is famous for her 25 qualities.
రాధారానికి 25 క్వాలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి.
Pure devotees have 26 qualities.
పెద్ద భక్తులకు 26 క్వాలిటీస్ ఉంటాయి.
So qualities are most important.
కాబట్టి క్వాలిటీస్ అనేది చాలా.
And according to qualities, then activities become very colorful, very enjoyable, very sure.
మన క్వాలిటీస్ బట్టి మనం చేసేటువంటి కర్మలన్నీ కూడా చాలా ఆనందదాయకంగా అవుతాయి అన్నమాట.
Just to give mundane example, our warriors on the frontier fighting against the enemies there. So they are all very dedicated, very daring. They are there with guns and all. Anytime they may be shot dead, but they are there, and when they participate in the war, they get glorification like anything because their qualities are there for fighting for nation, ready to lay down their lives for nation.
సో ఉదాహరణకి ఆర్మీ వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు, చాలా కష్టపడి పనిచేస్తుంటారు, చాలా హార్డ్ వర్క్ చేస్తుంటారు, చాలా బ్రేవ్ గా, చాలా ధైర్యంగా ఉంటారు, దేశం కోసం లేదా ఇతర దేశస్తులను చంపుతారు. కాబట్టి అంత ఆ స్వభావం దాన్ని వాళ్ళని చూపిస్తారు, దేశం అంతా కూడా పొగుడుతారు అన్నమాట.
So just like the first example we gave, that boy is very intelligent, topper in the class, but he's very naughty. He beats the boys, bloodshed happens. So qualities are not good. He's a very rowdy boy. So then his activities are all very rough activities, useless.
సో ఫస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పామాట, స్కూల్లో పిల్లవాడు మంచి మార్కులు తెచ్చుకునే స్వభావం సరిగా లేదు, మిగతా వాళ్ళని కొడుతున్నాడు, తింటున్నాడు. కాబట్టి వాడు ఎంత మంచి మార్కులు తెచ్చుకున్నా వాడి స్వభావం మారినప్పుడు ఎవరు వాడిని అప్రిషియేట్ చేయరు.
Qualities are most important in the person. Accordingly, activities are wonderful.
సో అన్నిటికన్నా ముఖ్యం మనలో ఉండేటువంటి గుణాలు అనేవారు. ఆ గుణాలను బట్టి మన కర్మలు మంచిగా చేయడానికి.
We know the most famous book, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, written by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami.
సో చైతన్య చరితామృతం కృష్ణదాస్ కవిరాజ్ రాస్తారు, చాలా ఫేమస్ బుక్ అది.
From where did he get his inspiration to write? From Haridas Pandit, the chief priest of Shri Radha Govind temple in Vrindavan.
ఆ పుస్తకం రాయడానికి అతనికి ప్రేరణ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చిందంటే, రాధా గోవింద మందిరంలో ఉండే ప్రధాన అర్చకుడు ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో అతన్ని చూసి తనకు రాయాలనిపించింది.
Haridas Pandit.
హరిదాస్ పండిత్.
So about him, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami tells, Vaishnavera gunagrahi na dekhaye dosh, kaya mano vakya kare Vaishnava santosh. Vaishnavera gunagrahi. You will see only the good qualities of Vaishnavas. He was Saragrahi, not a Bharavahi.
సో అతను ఏంటంటే వైష్ణవులని మంచి గుణాలు మాత్రమే చూసేవాడు అనమాట, చెడ్డ గుణాలు అస్సలు చూసేవాడు కాదనమాట. కాబట్టి అతను సారగ్రాహి అనేవాడు అనమాట, భారవాహి కాదు.
Saragrahi example is bumblebee. It goes from one flower to another flower. Whatever little bit or more honey is there, it sucks and is very happy. And Bharavahi is like a donkey. He is carrying so much of load, but then what is the use? Donkey remains donkey only. That honey is very useful for human beings, for health, etc.
సో సారగ్రాహి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హనీ బీ అనమాట, తేనెటీగ ఫ్లవర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి అక్కడి నుంచి మకరందాన్ని తీసుకొని వచ్చి తీసుకొస్తున్నాడు అనమాట. సో భారవాహి డాడీ చాలా కష్టపడి పని చేస్తున్నమాట, కానీ ఏమి ఉపయోగం ఉండదు.
So similarly, we should also accept good qualities of devotees, Saragrahi.
కాబట్టి భక్తుల్లో ఉండేటువంటి మంచి గుణాలను మనం చూడాలి.
And there will be definitely some faults, some shortcomings. misgivings in devotees, that we should overlook.
సో భక్తుల్లో ఉండేటువంటి దోషాలు లేదంటే తప్పులు అన్ని కూడా పక్కన పెట్టేయాలి.
वैष्णवेर गुणग्राही ना देखा ये दोष काया मनो वाक्य करे वैष्णव संतोष. With his body, mind and words, he was always pleasing to devotees.
సో వైష్ణవుడు అంటే మనస వాచ కర్మన భక్తుల్ని ప్రసన్నం చేస్తారు అన్నమాట.
In general, before that, all the devotees in Vrindavan had requested Srila Krishna's Gauranga Goswami that you have heard Chaitanya Lila from Raghunath Das Goswami every day sitting on the bank of Radhakund. Why don't you just write it down so that we can know Krishna Chaitanya Lila? But he was in dual mind out of his humility. But when Haridas Pandit said, you should write Chaitanya Lila, then he took it very seriously because of the good qualities, best qualities in Haridas Pandit.
సో కృష్ణదాస్ కవిరాజ్ గోస్వామి చైతన్య చరితామృతం రాయడమని చాలా మంది చెప్తారు అనమాట. బృందావనం వైష్ణవంలో చెప్తారు, కానీ అతను రాయాలా వద్దా అని చెప్పేసి ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు అనమాట. కానీ ఎప్పుడైతే హరిదాస్ పండిత్ చెప్పారో రాయమని అప్పుడు సీరియస్ గా తీసుకున్నారు అనమాట. ఎందుకంటే అతనిలో ఉండేటువంటి మంచి గుణాలు చేసి దాన్ని రాయాలనిపించింది.
So though the topic says conduct of a congregation member, I would say not just congregation member, everybody, the brahmacharis, grahasthas, vanaprasthas, sannyasis, everybody should have proper conduct in their devotional life.
సో కాంగ్రెషన్ కాదు, అందరూ అన్నమాట, మనుషులు క్రైస్తవులు అందరూ కూడా మంచి గుణాలు, మంచి ప్రవర్తన, సత్ప్రవర్తన కలిగి ఉండాలి భక్తిలో.
And what should be that conduct? Conduct of being very humble.
సో ప్రవర్తన ఏంటి? చాలా వినమ్రతతో ఉండాలన్నమాట.
So in bhakti we progress by humility.
భక్తిలో పురోగతి అని ఎలా వస్తుందంటే నీలో ఎంత వినమ్రత ఉందో దాన్ని బట్టి నీ పురోగతి వస్తుంది.
How many of you came here by using some vehicle, 2-wheeler or 4-wheeler?
అంటే వెహికల్ తో వచ్చారు, 2-wheeler 4-wheeler.
And others who did not come by 2-wheeler, 3-wheeler, they will also have 4-wheeler, 2-wheeler, something. So likewise, demigods are also having 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler. Brahmaji has what as his carrier? Hamsa. Hamsa. That is 2-wheeler.
హంస అనేది 2-wheeler.
And Shiva, today Shivaratri. Shiva goes on, what is his carrier? Bull, whose name is Nandi. What is that? 4-wheeler.
4-wheeler.
And his wife, more powerful, home minister. She has 4-wheeler. What is that? Lion. And 2 sons, elder son, because he's grown up boy. Ganesh, he has again 4-wheeler.
4-wheeler.
Mouse. But the small one, Kartikeya, only 2-wheeler. But the 2-wheeler was faster than 4-wheeler. That Mayur. Then what is the carrier of Shanidev?
శనిదేవుడు వాహనం
Crow. Yes. Of Cupid, sex god.
క్యూపిడ్ కామదేవుడు వాహనం ఏంటి?
We know only Kamdev's arrow. दिल में घुसा तीर. लगी मुझे जंजीर.
కామదేవుడు ఎవరో మాత్రం తెలుసు, కామదేవుడు వాహనం తెలియదు.
Nobody knows?
ఎవరు తెలియదా?
You should know how he comes so that he can puncture his car only. He doesn't come.
కార్ను పంచర్ చేసి
He will not attack you. आपके दिल में नहीं जाएगा तीर. So he comes on 2-wheeler. He doesn't have 4-wheeler. He has parrot as his
Parrot.
2-wheeler.
చిలుక, రామ్ చిలుక.
And Ganga Devi, 4-wheeler or 2-wheeler? 4-wheeler. What is that? Crocodile. Yes. Powerful. Seat is little rough. All honey. All like that. But she's happy. Because she's liquid. Na? She's liquid. And liquid passes through that. No problem. So Bhakti's carrier is said to be humility.
అదేవిధంగా భక్తి వాహనం ఏంటి? వినయము.
When we sit in the vehicle, we don't sit because it's very nice sit. In the house, I have iron chair. I don't like rough, hard. So I go and sit in my 4-wheeler seat. No, that vehicle is not for sitting. Vehicle is for transportation, making march, forward march.
సో ఇంట్లో ఐరన్ చైర్ అని చెప్పేసి ఇక్కడ నేను కూర్చొని రోడ్డు మీద కార్లో కూర్చుంటాను, సాఫ్ట్ సీట్ ఉందని చెప్పేసి కూర్చుంటామా? కూర్చోంగా. ఎందుకని? వెహికల్ ఉన్నది కూర్చోవడం కోసం కాదు, అదేంకోసం? ప్రయాణం కోసం.
So that is for progressing. Similarly, for progressing in bhakti, we need humility.
అదే విధంగా భక్తిలో మనం ముందుకు వెళ్ళాలంటే మనకి వినమ్రత అనేది కావాలి.
Before defeating Digvijay Pandit, Nimai Pandit says to boys, this student, that this Digvijay Pandit is very proud of his learning. He has defeated all the scholars in India, and kings also he has defeated. Just see how Krishna smashes his pride soon.
సో నిమయ పండిత్ చైతన్య మహాప్రభు చిన్న వయసు నిమయ పండిత్ పేరు. దిగ్విజయ పండిత్ అని చెప్పేసి కాశీ కాశ్మీర్ నుంచి వస్తారు అనమాట. కానీ పండితులు అందరినీ ఓడించేసి చివరికి నవద్వీప్ వస్తారు నాయకుడు. అక్కడ నిమయ పండిత్ చెప్తారనమాట, ఇతనికి చాలా అహంకారం ఉంది, ఎందుకంటే అందరినీ ఓడించేశాను, నేను చాలా తెలివైనటువంటి అహంకారం ఉంది, త్వరలోని కృష్ణుడు వీడి అహంకారాన్ని చిట్టి చేస్తారని చెప్పేసి ఉంటాను.
That time Nimai Pandit says, Bhagavanta Vruksha Ara Gunavanta Jan Namrata Setahara Swabhava Anukshan. The tree is filled with fruits. They bow down, they bend down.
సో చెట్లు పళ్ళని చెట్లు వంగి ఉంటాయి.
Similarly, those people who have good qualities, they bend down, they are humble.
అదే విధంగా మంచి గుణాలు ఉన్నటువంటి భక్తులు కూడా వినమ్రతతో వంగి ఉంటారు అన్నమాట.
So Namrata Setahar, Namrata is their quality, characteristic, Swabhava, quality, characteristic, Anukshan, every moment they are humble.
సో భక్తులు అనేవారు నిజమైన భక్తులు ఎప్పుడు ప్రతి క్షణం వాళ్ళు వినయంగా వినమ్రతతో ఉంటారు.
So this is the first quality required.
మొదటి లక్షణం కావాల్సింది.
And this humility was there in Namacharya Haridas Thakur, obviously. You can see how humble he was before death. He was quite weak in Jagannath Puri Dham. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, how are you, Haridas? He said, I am not able to complete my rounds. And Lord, he said, I want to leave this body before you, O Lord. I don't want to see you, this world without you. So let me die before you only. That time Mahaprabhu said, oh Haridas, if you leave this world, how will I continue living? Without you, the world will carry no meaning to me. So please don't. So Haridas Thakur said, no Lord, please don't create illusion. You know, that one ant dies in one corner of the world. What is the loss to the rest of the world? I am very insignificant.
సో హరిదాస్ ఠాకూర్ లో వినమ్రత అనే లక్షణం ఇవన్నీ మనం చూస్తాం అన్నమాట. ఏంటంటే చైతన్య మహాప్రభు కలిసినప్పుడు హరిదాస్ ఠాకూర్ అంటారు అన్నమాట, మహాప్రభు మీకన్నా ముందే నేను దేహాన్ని విడిచిపెట్టి వెళ్ళిపోవాలనుకుంటున్నాను అని అంటారు అనమాట. హరిదాస్ నువ్వు లేకపోతే నేను ఎలా ఉంటానని చెప్పేసి అంటారు అనమాట. మహాప్రభు నాతో జోక్ చేయకండి, మీరు నేనంతా ఒక చిన్న చీమ లాంటి వాడిని, నేను లేకపోతే ఈ లోకానికి ఏం నష్టం అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు.
As per Chaitanya Charitamrita, the humility was exhibited by Rup Sanatan, more so by Sanatana Goswami.
సో చైతన్య చరిత్ర ప్రకారం సనాతన గోస్వామి ఇక్కడ చాలా ఎక్కువ వినమ్రతని ప్రదర్శించారనమాట.
When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Aitota, in Jagannath Puri Dham, in the afternoon hours, when Haridas Thakur, when Sanatana Goswami was at the sea beach, and Mahaprabhu asked Govind, where is Sanatana? Call him. So then Sanatana came running by hot sea beach sand, though it created blisters in his feet. Mahaprabhu said, why you came by this path? Why not by Simhadwaram path? That is very cool because trees are there on both sides. Sanatana said, no, because the pujaris, pandas of Jagannath, they keep going up and down there. If they happen to see sinful person like me, especially by touching, they'll be contaminated, they'll have to go take bath again, their seva will be delayed. So I did not want that. So he was extremely humble and that pleased Mahaprabhu the most.
సో సనాతన గోస్వామిని చైతన్య మహాప్రభు అడుగుతారు అనమాట, సనాతన్ గోవింద సనాతన్ పిలువ అని చెప్పేసి సెక్రటరీని అడిగితే సనాతన గోస్వామి పరిగెట్టుకుని వస్తారు అనమాట. ఎలా వస్తారు? సీ బీచ్ లో నుంచి ఒక పరిగెట్టుకుని వస్తారు అనమాట. చాలా హాట్ శాండ్ అనమాట. అందులో పరిగెట్టుకుని వస్తే కాలు కింద ఏమంటారు బ్లస్టర్స్, బొబ్బలు ఫామ్ అవుతాయి అన్నమాట. మహాప్రభు అంటారు అనమాట, ఏంటి ఇలా వచ్చావు, అలా తిన్నా రావచ్చు కదా, 9 రోజులు ఏంటంటే నన్ను చూస్తే ఈ పాండాలు పూజలందరూ నన్ను చూస్తే, నాలాంటి పాపాత్మను చూస్తే వాళ్ళు కూడా అంటే నా పాపం వాళ్ళకి అంటుకుంటుంది, వాళ్ళు అనాథులు అయిపోతారు అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు అన్నమాట. నన్ను అలాంటి వాళ్ళు చూడకూడదు అని చెప్పేసి, నా గాలి కూడా వాళ్ళకి తగలకూడదు పాపాత్మలు అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు. అందుకే నేను దూరం నుంచి వచ్చానని చెప్పేసి.
One Srila Prabhupada in Kolkata Pandal program gave a lecture on Varnashram, speaking how Brahmanas are the topmost in society, next are Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. So one upstart, he got up and said, what do you think, Swamiji? You are Brahman, the first class person. Prabhupada said out of all humility, he said, no, I am 5th class. I am the servant of Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I am 5th class. So that person, seeing Prabhupada's humility, sat down.
సో ఒకసారి కోల్కతా లెక్చర్ ఇస్తుంటే పద్మాశ్రం చెప్తాను అనమాట. బ్రాహ్మణ క్షత్రియ వైశ్య శూద్రుల గురించి చెప్పుకుంటే ఒక అంటే ఒక సుప్రవర్తన లేనటువంటి దుర్మార్గుడు లేచి, స్వామి మీ గురించి మీరు ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు, మీరు బ్రాహ్మణ్ అనుకుంటున్నారా అని చెప్పేసి అంటే ప్రభుత్వం అంటారు, నేను బ్రాహ్మణ్ కాదు, నేను ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ కాదు, సెకండ్ క్లాస్ కాదు, థర్డ్ క్లాస్ కాదు, ఫోర్త్ క్లాస్ కూడా కాదు, నేను ఫిఫ్త్ క్లాస్. అంటే వీళ్ళందరికీ సేవకుడు. నేను బ్రాహ్మణ క్షత్రియ వైశ్యులందరికీ నేను సర్వెంట్ కి సేవకుడు అంటాను.
So humility is the first quality, second is tolerance.
సో మొదటి లక్షణం వినమ్రత, రెండవది వచ్చేసి సహిష్ణుత భావం అన్నమాట, సహనశీలత.
Prabhupada, in the story of Prabhu Maharshi testing Brahma, then Mahesh and Vishnu. Brahma was tested by Prabhu not bowing down to him. But Brahma became angry. Shiva, his brother, when he came to embrace, he said, "You are very dirty, don't touch me." So Shivji became very angry. He took it, tried to kill him. Parvati said, "It is your brother, spare him." Then he went to Vishnu Lok. Lord Vishnu was sleeping on Ananchesh. Massage was done by his wife, Lakshmi Devi. He just kicked Vishnu on the chest directly, very heavily. And when Lord Vishnu opened his eyes on Prabhu Maharshi, he said, "Oh, my heart is, my chest is hard like stone, and your feet are soft like lotus. Let me massage." And he started massaging. So Prabhu Maharshi understood, oh, he's very, very tolerant.
సో ఒకసారి గురు మహర్షి బ్రహ్మ విష్ణు శివుని పరీక్షించాలని చెప్పేసి ఫస్ట్ బ్రహ్మగారి దగ్గరికి వెళ్తే బ్రహ్మగారు రెస్పెక్ట్ ఇవ్వకుండా, ప్రణామం చేయకుండా నిలబడతారు అనమాట. బ్రహ్మగారు కోపం వస్తుంది అనమాట. బ్రహ్మగారు శిక్షించాలనుకుంటాడు, ఏదో కంట్రోల్ చేసుకుంటాడు. దాని తర్వాత శివుడి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి శివుడు నిందిస్తారు అనమాట. ఏంటి ఇలా ఉన్నానని చెప్పేసి, బూడిదంతా రాసుకొని చెప్పేసి ఉంటే శివుడు కోపం వస్తున్నాడు, పార్వదేవి ఆపుతుంది అనమాట. దాని తర్వాత విష్ణు దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి విష్ణుమూర్తి డైరెక్ట్ గా స్వయంగా చెస్ట్ మీద చాలి మీద తొంతాడు అనమాట. విష్ణుమూర్తి ఏమంటాడు, కోపం రాకుండా విష్ణుమూర్తి ఏం చెప్తారంటే, ఆ చెస్ట్ అనేది చాలా హార్డ్ గా ఉంటుంది, ఈ కాలు నొప్పి పెట్టుంటది అని చెప్పేసి చెప్తారనమాట.
Their Prabhupada's famous statement is, in this context, the greatness of a person has to be estimated by the ability to tolerate provoking situations.
సో ఇక్కడ ప్రభా చెప్పేటువంటి చాలా ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి విషయం ఏంటంటే ఈ సందర్భంలో, సో విష్ణువు చాలా టాలరేషన్ అంటే సహిష్ణుతా భావం కలిగిన వాడు, సహనశీలత కలిగిన వాడు అని చెప్పేసి అంటారనమాట. ఒక వ్యక్తి యొక్క గొప్పదనాన్ని మనం ఎలా కౌంట్ చేయాలంటే, ఆ వ్యక్తి ఎబిలిటీ టు ఆల్రెడీ ప్రొవోకింగ్ సిచ్యువేషన్ అంటే చాలా ప్రొవోకింగ్ సిచ్యువేషన్ అలాగే సృష్టించేటువంటి సందర్భాలు వచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా వ్యక్తి తను కంట్రోల్ చేసుకోగలిగితే ఆ వ్యక్తి గొప్పవాడు.
Bhrigu Maharshi tested Brahmaji by committing mental offense, Shiva by committing verbal offense by insulting him, and Vishnu by physically kicking him on the chest, which is most severe offense, but he tolerated it very easily. That shows Vishnu is supreme.
సో మా బ్రహ్మదేవుడికి మానసికంగా అపరాధం చేశాడు అనమాట, గౌరవింపకుండా. శివుడికి మాటలతో శబ్దాలతో అపరాధం చేశాడు, విష్ణువుకి చేతలతో అపరాధం చేశాడు అన్నమాట. అన్నిటికన్నా పెద్ద అపరాధం చేతలతో చేశాడు అనమాట. అయినప్పుడు కూడా విష్ణువు ఏమీ కూడా కోపం రాకుండా దాన్ని సహించాడు అనమాట.
We also need to tolerate on 3 levels.
మనం కూడా మూడు స్థాయిలో సహనం కలిగి ఉండాలి.
On gross physical platform, we experience heat and cold. Sometimes it's very cold in winter and it's very hot in summer. So we should be able to tolerate these two easily.
శారీరక స్థాయిలో కూడా మనం ఫస్ట్ శారీరక స్థాయిలో అంటే సమ్మర్లో వేడిగా ఉంటుంది, వెంటలో చల్లగా ఉంటుంది, దీన్ని సహించాలి.
Higher than that is on mental platform, subtle body. Mental platform, we experience sukh and dukh, happiness and distress. That also, not only we should not be disturbed in distress, but in happiness also we should not be too happy and elated and not practice bhakti properly.
సో మానసిక స్థాయిలో ఏ విధంగా సహనం కలిగి ఉండాలంటే, దుఃఖం వచ్చినప్పుడు కుంగిపోకుండా ఉండాలి, సుఖం వచ్చినప్పుడు గెంతులేసి ఎగరకుండా ఉండి, భక్తి వదిలేకుండా భక్తిలో మనం సమానత్వం కలిగి ఉండాలి.
And most difficult tolerance that is expected is on the false ego level by accepting honor and dishonor with same disposition.
ఏదైనా కష్టమైనటువంటి సహనశీలత ఏంటంటే అహంకారం, నిత్యహంకార స్థాయి అన్నమాట. ఈగో ఉంటుంది కదా, నిత్యహంకార స్థాయి. అదేంటంటే అక్కడ మనం ఆనర్ డిజానర్ అంటే కీర్తి అపకీర్తి ఇది వచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా మనం దాన్ని సహించి భక్తిని వదలకుండా వెళ్ళాలన్నమాట ముందుకి.
It's very pleasurable to get 2 garlands.
సో 2 మాలలు తీసుకోవడం ఆనందంగా ఉంటుంది.
Of flowers. Of flowers.
ఫ్లవర్ గార్లెండ్స్.
But what if somebody uses 5 garlands of chapels?
పూలమాల కాకుండా చెప్పల మాల 5 మాలలు ఇచ్చారనుకోండి.
So there are more garlands. You should be very happy.
ఆనందం వస్తుందా?
But are we happy? We are very angry, very upset because we feel insulted. What is this? Tapal garland.
చాలా కోపం వస్తుంది, చెప్పులు కావాలని వేస్తారా మాకు అని చెప్పేసి.
So as much as we are undisturbed when we get several garlands, likewise we should be undisturbed when we get chappal garlands also.
సో మనకి ఏ విధంగా 2 మాలలు వేస్తే ఆనందం లేకుండా డిస్టర్బ్ లేకుండా ఉన్నామో, చెప్పులు మాలలు 5 వేసినా కూడా డిస్టర్బ్ లేకుండా ఉంటేనే నువ్వు భక్తి చేయగలుగుతావు.
That is the test of a devotee.
అది భక్తుడి పరీక్ష అనమాట.
We can see in the life of Prabhupada, in the hot summer, he was on the streets of Delhi distributing medicine magazines. Sun was so hot, he got sunstroke and he collapsed on the ground. All the BTGs fell here and there.
ప్రభుపాద యొక్క సంక్షిప్త భావం సహనశీలత ఏంటంటే, ఢిల్లీలో మిట్ట మధ్యాహ్నం ఎండలో భగవద్గీత మ్యాగజైన్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే తల తిరిగిపోయి వచ్చిపోయి పడిపోతారు రోడ్డు మీద.
Temperature goes very high in Delhi in summer season. It goes to 40, 45, 48. Very difficult.
ఢిల్లీ వరకు వెళ్తుంది, ఢిల్లీలో సమ్మర్ లో వేడిగా ఉంటుంది.
Similarly, in winter season, he was in Kanpur or somewhere for his business purpose. Early morning, 4 o'clock, he had inquired about the water, hot water. That would come in the lodge at 6 o'clock. Prabhupada got up at 4 o'clock, no hot water. He took cold water bath and it was so cold, the fumes were coming from his head. And the guard there was watching that lodge in charge. Like, why this man cannot wait till 6 now? You can take hot water bath, it's very cold. The Prabhupada was very hot.
ప్రభుపాద్ కాన్పూర్ లో చదివినప్పుడు చలికాలంలో చల్లగా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. మార్నింగ్ 6 గంటలకు వేడి నీళ్ళు ఇస్తారు హోటల్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటే, అప్పుడు 6 వరకు ఎవరు వెయిట్ చేస్తారు, మార్నింగ్ టైం వేస్ట్ అయిపోతుందని చెప్పేసి చల్లగా ఐస్, ఎలా ఐస్ నుంచి పొగలు వస్తాయో అలా ఇంత చల్ల నీళ్ళతో స్నానం చేస్తారు అనమాట. ఆ గాడ్ అనుకుంటారు అనమాట, దాన్ని ఏం పెట్టింది ఇంత చల్ల నీళ్ళు స్నానం చేశారని చెప్పేసి.
Sometimes he was highly glorified, some other times he was highly insulted. So Prabhupada was equipoised because he was there only as the servant of Bhakti Thakur. All this honor, dishonor did not matter to him at all.
సో ఎంతో శ్రద్ధగా సహనశీలత కలిగి ఉన్నారు ప్రభుపాద్. దాంట్లో కొన్నిసార్లు చాలా మంది పొగిడారు, కొంతమంది చాలా మంది తిట్టారు. అయినప్పుడు కూడా వీటన్నిటి ద్వారా డిస్టర్బ్ అవ్వకుండా నేను నా గురువు యొక్క దాసుని అనే భావంతో ఉండేవారు.
Next quality is always respecting others. Manadena.
సో మూడోది వచ్చేసి మానదేన, మిగతా వాళ్ళకి గౌరవం ఇవ్వడం అనేది మూడవ క్వాలిటీ.
To the degree we are not Krishna conscious, our heart is empty, and that emptiness is filled by Maya, the external potency of the Lord.
సో మనం ఖాళీగా ఉంటే ఏమవుతుందంటే, కృష్ణ చైతన్యం లేకుండా ఖాళీగా ఉంటే మాయాదేవి వచ్చి ఆ రాజస్వామి అంతా మనం తీసేస్తుంది.
And this Maya is very hungry. She pushes us for receiving honor from one and all around us.
సో మాయ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే, అందరి నుంచి ప్రతిష్ట తీసుకో, ప్రతిష్ట పొందు, కీర్తి పొందు, కీర్తి కోసం ట్రై చేయండి చెప్పేసి చెప్తూ ఉంటున్నాం.
So we expect honor. We should not expect honor, but we expect honor because we are Maya conscious, not Krishna conscious.
మనము ఎవరి నుంచి కీర్తి, ప్రతిష్ట, పేరు, రెస్పెక్ట్, గౌరవం ఆశించకూడదు, కానీ మాయా చెప్తున్నమాట అందరి నుంచి ఆశించు అని చెప్పేసి.
And to the degree we are for it, we expect that. To that degree we fail to respect others.
సో మనం ఎంత వాటి కోసం ఆశిస్తూ ఉంటే అంత మనం వేరే వాళ్ళ గౌరవం కూడా మర్చిపోతాం అన్నమాట.
If I have 100 rupees and I am ready to give 20 rupees to others, or I am keep want 80 rupees for myself, then I can only give 20 rupees to others.
సో నా దగ్గర 100 రూపాయలు ఉందనుకోండి, 80 రూపీస్ నా దగ్గర దాచుకుంటే 20 రూపీస్ మాత్రం మిగతా వాళ్ళకి ఇవ్వగలుగుతాను.
If I want to give 20 rupees with me, I can give 80 rupees.
సో నా దగ్గర నేను 20 రూపాయలు ఉంచుకోవాలనుకుంటే 80 రూపాయలు నేను మిగతా వాళ్ళకి దానం చేయాలి.
If I want all 100 rupees for myself, I will not give 1 rupee also to anyone.
100 ఉంచుకుంటే రూపాయి కూడా ఇవ్వను.
But if I want nothing, I can give all 100 rupees to others.
నాకు అసలు ఏ రూపాయి కూడా అవసరం లేదనుకుంటే 100 నేను చేయగలను.
So one who does not expect any respect for himself, he will be able to give all respect to others.
కాబట్టి ఎవరైతే ఎవరి నుంచి గౌరవం ఆశించడో వాడి అందరికి గౌరవం ఇవ్వగలుగుతారు.
But for that one requires absence of false ego. In the presence of false ego, one expects honor.
కాబట్టి దానికి అలా చేయాలి, అందరి గౌరవం ఇవ్వాలంటే నిత్యాహంకారం ఉండకూడదు. నిత్యాహంకారం ఉంటే